Hello, Kim. Sorry, we've had thunderstorms in our area. I know you missed the reading. Why don't we just start fresh? Just because I think I gave the reading, but I already forgot it. So let's just do a whole new reading. Who's the Gemini? Hi, Malapale. Hello, I'm Malapale. So we got Kim and Malapale. Malapale. Who's the Gemini? Could this be a bad sign? No, it's usually there's thunderstorms in our area, and just it's a lot of potential energy that is like just wants to go kinetic, and sometimes it can influence stuff. There might have been a Gemini in the chat room as well that caused it all to implode. That'll happen. Oh, everybody's joining up for the reboot. We got shut down by the Illuminati. So I'm going to take another little list here. Kim had a reading. Malapale. Malapala. Good to see you. And D. Hi, D. Welcome. Good to see you today. Thanks for being here. D and L. Hi, L. Good to see you, L. D, L. Hopefully Cynthia comes back. I feel bad. And Jennifer and Ski and Steve. We might have to interject those guys because they were waiting and then the stream crashed. So it was like rough go for those guys. Kim was in her reading. I have a Gemini moon. Oh, I see. Kim, can you just repost your question then and we'll just jump right back into it? Because I forgot. I gave you a reading like 5 minutes ago and I forgot the question. Hello, Miss Diva. Welcome. Let's put Miss Diva down on the list. Okay. Hi, Miss Diva. Good to see all your happy, shiny faces today in your little circles. Little teeny tiny little circles down there. I can see it. We're human beings. We're alive. We're doing it. On 7/7/2022, 99.9. Kim says, I want to know what would be the future potential of the Pisces guy. Right. Okay. And we were in the middle of the reading. So long and short, from last week on Days of Our Lives, what the cards showed, it was an Ace of Wands up with the Three of Pentacles, clarified by Eight of Cups, which I felt that the Pisces guy is still having an internal battle over relationships. There's something like that he's walking away from. His timeline is not set, but it is a very good window of opportunity to pursue the relationship with this guy. Okay, bringing in a sense of divine consciousness to it. Kind of wake him up. Live your best life around this person because this person is attracted to you. So when you step your sneaker game up, oh wow, you may see that this person just kind of will maybe start falling for you. That's kind of the essence of the last reading. But let's look at. I'm just going to ask like quickly about the Pisces guy because I see everything being good except for kind of his emotional state when it comes to thinking about relationships, like for like the long-term stuff. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. A Page of Cups and a Six of Cups. Okay. Wow. So there's like, I feel as though he's very guarded and protected over his emotions. Like he doesn't like to show them, right? And it's because of like some childhood situations. I don't know if it's like, doesn't really seem like childhood trauma, but like past hurt, like old relationships that ended like very sour for this guy, I think have kind of like tainted his ability to like get into a new relationship, even though it feels good and everything's good. It's like kind of for your Pisces, it's almost like it becomes self-sabotaging because there's like fear and anxiety that kind of creep in there from time to time, and it's an old habit. But there's lots of cups. I would pursue the relationship with this person, okay, as best you can, and I think that this person will come out of their shell eventually. Right? But I mean, it's a good time to pursue the relationship, but he has got some inner emotional work to deal with, to do. because it might not actually become that fulfilling if you like try and rush things in this relationship. But the potential is definitely there. We had Ace of Wands. We had Three of Coins. That's a great relationship card. People don't know it. Now we've had the Prince of Cups and the Six of Cups. Look at that. I like that. Live your best life around this guy. You can start and be inquisitive. I feel like this guy is like an onion. He's just layer after layer after layer. But, you know, sometimes it's like it takes quite a bit to get through those first two layers until you get to the part of the onion that really wants to make you cry. Makes you want to do it, right? So the potential's there. You know, if you want, you can pursue it. You can, you know, make it kind of lock it in, but it's also warning you to take things a little bit slow with this guy. So it's like make your intentions known, but make sure that you're not wanting immediate results kind of thing, and things will flow into a nice friendship, relationship, you know, and workmates and workmates and workmates. You know, you got the hey ya energy. So I would say, yeah, hey ya, like go for it. Yeah, quite guarded, but still, it's a self-preservation thing because of a past. It's like a, what do they call that? A feedback, an information feedback loop. Like you don't put your hand on the stove kind of thing. This is what has happened in his emotional intelligence. You know, he's been burned. He's been victimized. He's been, you know, on the short end of a sour ending relationship, and it might take him some time to get back into being able to like fall openly into a new relationship. The list is open, and the list is like this. We just read for Kim. We're going to read for Malapala, D. Lovely, Miss L. Hi, L. And then who else came? Miss Diva came. And Sun. Sun, how are you? It's been a while. Hello, happy summer. I think I remember reading for you a long time ago. And Chrissy is back in black. Hi, Chrissy. Good to have you here, Chrissy. All right. And Casey's Spiritual Corner. Hi, Casey. Good to see you. It's been a time. Been a while. Oh, Malipale jumps right into it. Malipale wants to know, who is next in love for me? Is it a past person or a new person? Yeah, it's the magic number. 3. It's the magic number. Okay, who show us Malipale's next lover? Is it a past person or a new person? Next. Yeah, it is. You have to wait. Sorry, Karina. You just have to wait. I put people on the list, and then we take turns. We we do the turn taking thing. Okay, and after every reading, I update the list. Okay, so that's how it happens. That's how the magic happens. Okay, but right now we want to know from Malipale, what is the lover? What is the next lover in her life going to be? A new person or a person from the past? Let's have a look. Well, there's the people that we know we don't want it to be. Look at this. 9 swords, 9 cups. This is a high degree of change. I think, Malipale, that your willpower, your creative control, you could have the next person, lover in your life, be a person from the past. If you just flip that switch, if you called for it and asked for it, I think it would be there. But that's not truly what the heart wants, I don't think. The heart is looking for progression. The heart is looking to continue on, to carry forward, to move you through life. So I think that the person that the heart wants is a new person. So that's why I'm inclined to say the next love that's going to elevate you, that's going to inspire you, that's going to get your heart throbbing and pumping and juicing, right? That person has got to be new. But I think you know that there's people from the past, a person, or maybe plural persons, that if you wanted it to be, you could make that happen. You could easily make that the case, right? But don't do that. I'm saying you might not want to do that. You can if you want. It's your willpower. It's your life. If you reached out and made that call, I think you could have somebody from your past. But that's not what the heart wants. So that's why you may be having troubles like kind of manifesting it or consciously co-creating it, making it happen in your life. Okay? So That said, I think this is a new person coming in for you, and I think that it'll feel a lot better if you focused on the new. All right? Thanks, Molly Polly. You're a gem. True beauty. Love and kisses from Molly Polly. Molly Polly. All right, so let me write down the new names and I'll update the lists. We had Karina jump in the chat and Jennifer Clark. Jennifer was here before everything got disconnected, everyone. So I'm going to bump Jennifer up right in front of D because D can take it. D knows how to take. Just kidding, D. I love you. I got to just give you a little bump there, though, because Jennifer was lost in the storm. That was our last stream. So Jennifer, go ahead and post real quick, and we'll get back on this train. Sometimes this train doesn't run on time. Chugga 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 chugga. And now, D, you're even a more magic number. You're number 4. even one greater magic number. Yeah, there was thunderstorms here, and we were doing a live stream, and it's funny, like, some of you must have got the second notification, but not the first one, because so many people came after we rebooted. So that's pretty cool. That's a good idea. But think long and hard over it. All right. Am I going to have good success? That's a great question. Success. Is Jennifer going to have good success? That's a good question. Good questions usually turn into good success. Because good questions mean you're receiving the right information in the right fashion, right? Shuffling the wrong deck. Just a second. Is Jennifer going to be successful? All right. I think the cards are ready, and we're gonna have a go at this one, folks. Step right up. Yes. Look at that. The King of Swords. King of Swords gets what we... Oh, yeah. Accompanied by the Lady in the Garden and the Nine of Pentacles. So this is really good. The long and short of it is, yes, without knowing you, without knowing your situation, without knowing, what the good, the bad, the ugly of the mundane world could present to you as a result of success versus failure, I see in this case success and a level of achievement. Both of these people are highly esteemed, successful people in the tarot. So that's how you know that it's just reaffirming that you will be successful. Now, the nuts and bolts of it, the long and short of it, don't sweat the technique. The King of Swords is the master of that. If you know what you're doing and you have the right information, there's no way you can fail. And that's basically his message. Okay? All right. Thank you, King of Swords. Thank you, Lady in the Garden. So it does. That would positive. You're a successful person already, Jennifer. We like your energy. Would you like to stay for dinner? Would you like to stay for dinner? You might get asked that. Would you like to stay for dinner? And be like, yeah, what are you having? I'll have some of that. All right. Oh, and Luna is back as well. Luna, you missed your turn last time. You silly. And then we lost our live feed. It went crazy. Gotta say I love you, but I'm going to put you on the list. I'm going to update the list for everybody. It goes like this. It goes D Lovely, L, Miss Diva, Sun, Chrissy, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Karina, Jennifer, Luna. Oh, that's sweet of you, Miss Diva. You're 2 away, but let me put your name on highlights. I'll draw stars around it on my paper, okay? And thank you so much for sending the support. We're gonna try and get more regular. I've been asking Spirit 100%. And doing my best to get into a space where we can do this again more regularly, because it's been 3 years and I haven't been able to. I've been a dirty gypsy. I've been a filthy gypsy running around the countryside. All right, good stuff. Okay, and Chrissy and Casey and Karina, then Jennifer, then Luna. Thanks, Miss Diva. Let me know if you're still here. I'll call your name after D's reading and D's reading. And then we'll see. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat, though. That was really kind of you. Welcome back, Chrissy. Back in black. Hit the sack. I bet you know I'm glad to be back. Yes, I'm, what is that? Getting loose from the noose that's got me hanging around. All right, 1111, 100%. So, Karina, you have a few people. We're waiting for D to post. Then it goes Miss L and Miss Diva, Sun Lehman, Chrissy, Casey, Karina, Jennifer, and Luna, and then Chrissy. No, Chrissy. We can't have Chrissy twice. Falling over Chrissy like my name was Jack Tripper. All right. D Lovely's been tribing with us for a very long time. So have many of you too, and it's great. I love when you guys like come in, give positive vibes, receive positive vibes. You go out and you live your life and you do positive things and you see positive results. But then one day you just find yourself and you're back here. And it's like, and that's okay. Do you see me with the Capricorn in the future? Like old in rocking chairs looking at the beach? Sure. Why not? Do you see that? Do you practice seeing that? You should practice, if that's what you want, you should practice seeing that. You can, envisioning anything in your mind's eye will make it possible in reality. Look at this again with this card. Holy, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You will work together for too long not to work together. This is a story of like remaining in the heart intelligence, remaining in the heart chakra. Yeah, it is a likely timeline. The long and short of it, 6-3, it's energy creation. I don't see anyone in danger. I don't see anyone like really suffering health wise. So there is a good potential, but you never know. Because it's had its ups and downs up to this point. It feels like any moment the boat could capsize or you could be tossed about, right? But have you noticed that it's been calming down a lot more lately? Like it's less of that and more of the other thing, you know? As long as you guys find your peace with what the relationship is, if both of you are at peace, then there's no reason that you can't be old in rocking chairs, right? I like it. These cards on that question saying that there is a very high potentiality of it, right? Like you said, it's 3. It's the magic number, So that's where it's at. D. Thank you so much. L Boogie. Yeah, calming down. L Boogie doesn't have to be so serious all the time, Captain Serious. Why are you so serious? Everyone's so serious all the time. Chase, stop being so serious all the time. Okay. It's not so serious. We're gonna be okay, alright? Alright. Ramadana. Hi Ramadana. Welcome to the Jam Dum Dada. I'm writing your name down, Ramadana. Rama. I'm no prima donna. You're welcome, D. L says, would like to know what's coming up for me in general. I'm hoping things finally start falling into place for me. Okay, like you're playing Plinko on The Price is Right, and you drop the little chip, ding, 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 and then it falls in the slot that says, winner, $10,000, or however many dollars. All right, let's have a look at that Plinko board, that big Plinko board we call life. Are things finally going to start falling into place for you? Depends how receptive you are, really, right? Have you ever seen the Plinko board malfunction on The Price is Right? Doesn't happen often, but it does. The thing gets stuck. It doesn't go all the way down. And the things along the bottom, I don't know why we're talking Plinko now, but we are. There's like the $10,000 spot, then the $2 spot, and nobody wants to get in the $2. Who cares? $2, right? Make all your spots 10,000 spots. So that's what I'm saying. Get in that receptive mode, being like, anything that comes along should feel like a crisp, brand new $100 bill, or should really get my mojo going. Should really float my boat, as it were. And then if you turn all the little things into like helping get into that vibe, that energy, that frequency, then the bigger things know that it's safe to start landing in place, knowing that you're prepared and ready for the next steps of what kind of the law of cause and effect will cause by certain things falling into their place, so to speak, as you put it. And it's an eloquent way of putting it, right? Because it's like we have power over it, but it feels like we have no power over it. So what do? Look at it, came again. This card has not been out for quite some time. It's card of justice. The Prince of Cups. So there it is, the Prince of Cups being in that receptive mode. We already talked about that, but we can elaborate it on a little bit more. Because this card can generally mean an offering or opportunity or a love offering or a declaration, or some kind of significance, some kind of like bondage, being like, would you want to go mutually exclusive with the Prince of Cups kind of thing. The justice is here as well, letting me know as a reader, you're at a time in your life where for the first time in the last little while, you've actually been able to stand up and be real with yourself and stay in an energy of absolute fairness with yourself. You're not, self-deprecating. Um, you're not sabotaging right now. So it's really good energy to be in. And as far as like things falling into place, I think people are coming in to like help assist you. I don't know if this is IRL, like in real life people, or if this is like angelic help, but there's energy that's coming in that's going to help you make sure that your receptivity goes from it could be positive or negative to it's going to be positive or it's going to be positive. Either way, even if it seems on the surface like it's a setback, it's actually a positive thing. It brings me back to the old analogy of how like you're ready to leave somewhere and you can't find the car keys. And then you just blow up. You lose your shit and you're throwing everything all over the house. Where's my car keys? I gotta go. I can't go anywhere without my car keys. I can't phone my car keys. I can't do this. Where's the fob, guy? And all in all, like just go calmly look for the car keys, because in the 5 to 10 minutes that it may take you to find them, you may have avoided calamity out on the interstate. And that's why the keys were not where you thought you left them, right? So it's either a positive or a positive. So when we begin to look at things like this through fairness, like all things that are coming into your life, L, need to be fair, balanced, and just, and then you know that they are the right things for you. Absolutely. And then how you make use of that process happening and these things as they fall into place, then you're off to the races with the Prince of Cups. There's an offering coming in. There's an opportunity coming in for you as well. On an interesting general side note there. Self-improvement. Be fair to yourself. As you improve, also reward. Reward the improvement. Get in the positive loop, right? With a simple pat on the back. Buy yourself a squishy at 7-Eleven. Well, maybe not if you're working on self-improvement. Do something nice for yourself, because that's really key. All right. I see Sarah H here as well. I'll add Sarah H to the list, and then thank you very much, Al. Appreciate you. So this is a list. Miss Diva, Sun Lehman, Chrissy, Casey, Karina, Jennifer, Luna, Ramanandanda, and Sarah H. So hopefully everyone was paying attention there, and we will go on. Miss Diva left us a super chat, but they had to go. That was nice of her. So Sun Lehman, if Sun Lehman is in the room, this is your first boarding call, Sun Lehman. Rah, rah, good. Hey, welcome, rah, 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 da, 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 da. Rada, good. Hi, Rada. All right. Sarah, I love that you're asking the question. Unfortunately, it's not quite in the proper position in the portal. And we have to, oh, thank you, Elle. Appreciate that. That's so kind of you. All right. Really nice. Scorpio. Whoa. Look out, Scorpio. Oh, just listening? Okay. No reading for Miss Diva? All right, fair enough. And then Sun Lehman, second boarding call. Your flight is leaving, Mr. Lehman. Hello, Mr. Anderson. Just kidding. Kidding, not kidding. Matrix, no matrix. Practice non-duality. don't practice non-duality. It's good stuff. There's Sun Lehman. I would like a general reading. Just left a relationship. Is very difficult. And I hope things get better. I do too. Wishing you all the best in peace, prosperity, love, knowingness, bliss, health, and wealth. The well-wishing will continue on this channel. It is a cornerstone. So that's really... I hope things get better for you as well. But let's see what the cards have to say here. General readings, general energies, please, for Sun Lehman. It's been a while, Sun Lehman. I remember reading you a long time in the past. Like years. It's been years, I think, since we've connected. So it's good. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. I feel a little verklempt. There's heart hurt energy still going on. And that's natural. Okay. The ending of a long cycle. I'm kind of, I don't like to read the past, but it has the feeling like things were very established in this relationship. Roles, togetherness, the sharing of resources. All of this has been like, death by 10,000 cuts kind of thing. It's like each and every little thing almost like seems like it's relating back to the relationship. But the purpose of lamenting love gone away, love gone awry, love not being reciprocated, that's a very personal thing for you to be experiencing right now. So Spirit is kind of saying through Seven of Pentacles, glean the wisdom. Actually physically do it, like get out pen and paper and write it down. That which you have learned about self, that which you have learned about other, and then make a third column of things that you have learned about and put in general, like almost like etc. But in general, okay, things that you have learned about through this relationship. Because when you start to see your lamentations as wisdom, you begin to see the end of the lamentation process itself. Like, don't cry no more, right? There's no more, you don't have to worry about it, right? You don't have to let it stress you, because you can begin to associate a negative feeling with a wisdom. And if you can do that, you get a positive feedback loop going in your energies, which lead you to walking away from reflections or the death by 10,000 cuts, as I said, of things relating back to the relationship as that feeling. Now it's in newfound wisdom for the future, right? Future type wisdom that you can use. Again, with all the pentacles coming up on a relationship card like this, aside from the fact that I feel like everything was so established and that's why it's been complete, it's like you have to take care of them efficiently and orderly and, expeditiously even. Like the fewer things that you can do to create information feedback loops from the relationship, as soon as you can like harvest those things off, or like as you're gleaning, you throw away the chaff. As you're gleaning these wisdoms, get rid of the chaff of all the things that bring you back into the energy, or maybe even the closure of that relationship. And if you do that in an expeditious fashion, you're going to promote your healing, and you're going to start feeling like a lot of good days, and maybe only like, half hour a month, where you're like, oh man, I can't believe my life brought me here to this point through that, right? So you got to make it, it's kind of like a jailbreak. You got to make a clean break of this, right? And refuse to stay in that energy. And even when you are in that energy and you can do nothing but accept that you're in that energy, start writing that wisdom down. Start letting it flow out. Doesn't matter if it takes an orderly columned thing, like I said. It could be a poem. It could be, and I would suggest words. Because words can be more impactful and practical in terms of like a healing, painting your feelings, that's great. And you can do that too. But I'm thinking the words here are going to be very impactful because, there are words involves roles, contracts, all that kind of stuff. This is a very difficult time, but it's good that you recognize the healing that's about to take place or that is already taking place. It's good stuff. Hello and welcome to Robert Kraft. Thanks for the positive vibes, bud. Good to see you. Nice to see you. We're going to catch up here sometime once we get back into the space where all this can be much more regular. And we're back. We got the world back on the right track. We wrestled it out of the arms of the lizards, and now we're like getting it back on track. Right? So welcome to Rob Kraft. Good to see you, friend. Tribers that have tribed since the time when the tribe became a tribe. So that's really good. Self-love and care is what's important. And don't forget number one, inner healing is the way. That's right. Sun Lehman, thank you. It's been years since I read for you, and thanks for being part of the program today. I'll update the list for everybody, and it goes a little something like this. Chrissy is next, then Casey, then Karina, then Jennifer, then Luna, then Ramadan Don Dada, Sarah H, and then Radha, just Radha, not Ramadan Dada, but just Radha, and then Crafty Energies. It's good stuff. And then Indigenous Beauty. Love that name. Something I can get behind. Indigenous, that's just me. A sexist would say. Indigenous Beauty. Gotcha, Indigenous Beauty. Thank you so much. And Love Light. I didn't even see you there, Love Light. Thanks for coming in. I'll write your name down as well, Love Light. Let your love light shine. Okay, so Chrissy Black, second call for Chrissy Black. Hopefully you're there, Chrissy. Hopefully you didn't miss your turn. Thanks everybody for tuning in, getting connected in the summertime energies. All right, we'll show it again. I'll show you this little guy. That's a mook jasper. Isn't that is a cool little rock? Oh yeah. And I met up with my friend. She's a medium. I've known her for like, I don't know, close to 10 years, 15 years. She told me to pick one of the crystals out of her basket, and she has like hundreds of crystals in her basket, and that's the one I was guided to pick when I went to visit her. And the mook jasper is an inspiring stone. It's excellent for artists and writers. Helps one balance the internal and external and the acceptance of change. It helps with living meditation, where one makes an act of meditation out of everything that one is doing or has done, right? So you keep your being into your doing, not doing, right? So, and that's good. And for any of you that like need a medium, she works with people that have crossed over, like not spirits that are trapped, but spirits that are crossed over. And I'll just flash her name up here for you. She's always taking new clients. There she is. Her name is Tracy Horseman, psychic medium and spiritual intuitive. So she's actually got the medium part. I just do the spiritual intuitive thing. But if you need to like receive like messages from those that have crossed over, this is a lady that can get her done for you. She's really good. Like in my local area, she's on the radio. She's like on mainstream radio. She's recognized in the community as like the medium. thmedium.ca. Tracy at thmedium. It's worth checking her out if you guys feel divinely guided to that. She's pretty cool, but she had me picked out the mook jasper. Mook. Am I even allowed to say that? I think so. Welcome to Melissa and welcome to Daisy. Hi, Melissa and Daisy. Good to see you here. Melissa and Daisy. Okay, that's it for Chrissy Black. We did not hear from Chrissy Black, so she loses her spot in line. Casey's Spiritual Corner. Are you... Oh, hi, Cat13. Wow, we're blowing up today. Cat13, welcome to the program. Put you down on the list. Thank you so much. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody or pronounce anybody's name right. That would be great. So, Casey's Spiritual Corner. People had to wait. Oh, Chrissy's come. Oh, my God. Okay, fair enough. Chrissy, please post your question. And we will... Who is coming towards me in love, single Libra? We can do that. And then Casey... Love is someone coming back for the path. Okay. We'll do Chrissy, then we'll do Casey. Chrissy, you got there just under the wire. Just under the wire. So funny. Chrissy, who is coming towards Chrissy? Love single Libra. Who's coming towards Chrissy? Tarot, please show us who is coming towards Chrissy. And I'm tripping over Chrissy like my name was Jack Tripper. All right. Yeah, y'all remember that show? Look at that. This card, again, Ten of Cups and the Moon. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, what I think is going on here is that you might be blocking a little bit from the right person being able to make their way towards you. Because I'm not seeing a person here. The person that I'm seeing is like wifey material or husband material. This is the Ten of Cups you've drawn here. But you've drawn it upside along the illusion card, right? So it's kind of like, be careful what you wish for, because I get a sense that you're a conscious co-creator too. You're putting your order into source. You're asking, hey, let love take its finest form, that, that I can be with it, and then like that the person that comes forward in love is my divine selection. You will know it, but I have a feeling that you're really searching for the stability component of it. I think you've reached a time in your life, or a place in your life, where you're like, I'm done with all the screwing around. I'm done with all the games. I'm done with all wasting money and waking up feeling worse than I did when I went to bed. And all these kind of positive changes that you've been making with yourself have been for stability. It's giving you a warning about, be not lost in an illusion of love. Let love surround you each and every day, and then you'll find that the person just walks through the veil, kind of. They're just like, all of a sudden, it's like they walk up and they're there, and it's like, wow, I feel like I've known you for 100 years. Like, this feels cool. This feels right on. This feels the way it's meant to be. But then don't force it, being like, all right, let's go out. Like, are we sleeping together? Like, no. Let love be all around you. And then that person just permeates like water in osmosis. It just comes right through the veil. And you will feel the people out of a place of love that are in your life because of love, when you decide to let go of the expectation of what that might look like. It's like the old thing from the Bibbidi Bobbidi Bible. It's like the verse from the Bible where he says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and the rest will follow. What he's actually saying here is like, create the love energy environment around you, and that which appears in it is divinely selected for you. Okay? So be careful of the illusion a little bit, right? Right? White picket fence and the, what is it? 3 kids run. No. Desmond had a barrel in the marketplace. Pop, pop, pop. Molly is the singer in the band. Desmond says to Molly, girl, I like your face. And then he shot her with a big rubber band. Oh, blah dee, oh, blah da. Okay. That's good stuff. Okay. So that was your messages, general messages for love there. For Chrissy Black. Thanks for being so patient, Chrissy. Thanks for being so awesome and good. I'm just going to scroll back for Casey's question, because they came back to back. Casey's spiritual corner says, love, is someone coming back from the past, or is someone new coming in? Okay, that's cool. That's a good question. Molly Polly asked that earlier. That was a good question. Hopefully that resonated for you, Chrissy, because I'm not seeing anybody in the very near future, unless he's like some kind of husband material. Oh, and I don't judge. I don't know you. I don't know what's going on in your life, but I saw like husband material, right? All right, and we'll update the list for everybody who's waiting so patiently. Okay, quickly, the list is Casey, who we're on now, then Karina, then Jennifer, then Luna, then Ramadan Dandada, Sarah H, Rada, Crafty, Indigenous Beauty, Love Light, Melissa, Daisy, Cat 13. Oh, and hi to the Sunshine Show and Jerica. All right, well, we'll add Jerica. And we will add, who's that? What's the share sauce? What's this? Who else do I see in here? Um, James Bond. All right. J Bond. J Bond. Please forgive me if I've missed you or haven't seen you in the chat. That's on me. You should not trust me because the man is dead. This man is already dead. Okay? That's what's going on there. That guy, he died a long time ago. This is just the fun we do. Janice, sure, Janice, welcome to the program. Either get with the program or welcome to the program. I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust that guy as far as I could throw him because I didn't even know him. Right? And that's what we do. It's all symbolism. It's all symbolism. And symbolism shall be their downfall. We wrestled the globe out of the lizard's hands and we're giving it back to the people. So, all right. Yes, Janice, I got you on the list. Right now we're asking for Casey's spiritual corner for if the in love, is this someone coming from the past or someone new coming in? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. All righty. Ooh, the Empress giving birth. Oh, and the Sun. To me, this is new. This is newness, okay? It's almost like if there could be any more like pregnancy cards up on the lot, this would be a reading of pregnancy. Not necessarily, it doesn't have to manifest that. We all have our own free will. Doesn't necessarily mean that. Could mean that you're close to one or you're going to be close to one. So that's somebody new in your life, potentially. But this has a feeling of newness, right? I think you will see the signs of new people, of new energies in and around you. Because the old energies, they kind of ebb and flow like the ocean, like the tide of the ocean. The people from your past, when they come into your life and then have a habit of disappearing again, like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This is common. This is common human existence patterning for most people. You know, if someone is there, they want to be there. If someone is not there, it's because they don't want to be there. And people that try and be in two places at once, they have to learn kind of a hard lesson of like, you can't help everyone. You literally, it's impossible to be happy if you're spending all of your time making other people happy. And when we talk about people from your past, Casey, I feel like that's more resonant. It's like, you know, God, like what's to be enjoyed? Where are the memories? Why are they coming forward? And who are they coming from? Who are they coming with, right? And what does that inspire? More thinking about the past. I would encourage you to seek out new avenues and new places. And then a new person is there in waiting. Like, it's almost like I get the feeling you've already asked Spirit for somebody new. But yet thoughts of the past can sometimes kind of cloud your creative abilities. And that's okay. It's always a balance. It's never easy. You know, soothsayers and tarot readers and people as such, they all make it sound so easy, right? But it's not. It requires looking beyond what's physically there in front of you and going beyond into a place where you know that you can create more ideal things for yourself. Almost like giving birth to it within your mind, right? So if your mind's focused on someone from the past, chances are the big old wheel of the universe is going to bring you someone from your past. But if your mind is on, you know, self-love, taking the next step, writing the next chapter of your life, then more than likely the universe is going to send you somebody new, right? But these are the cards of birth and fulfillment. So, and creativity. So to me, this points the Richter scale more over to the path of the new. All right. So hopefully that answers your question. Welcome to the jungle, Rachel. We've got fun and games. Good to have you here. Rachel, good to have you. I'll update the list for everybody. It goes like this: Karina, Jennifer, Luna, Rondandada, Sarah H, Rada, Bobby Kraft, uh, Indigenous Beauty, Love Light, Melissa, Daisy, Cat 13, Jerica, James Bond, Janice, right? And now Rachel. So that's really good. So if Karina is still here, thank you for your patience. And thank you. Hopefully that resonated for you. Casey, I really appreciated reading for you again. It had been a time since we connected. You're welcome. All right. And remember, there's always stuff you can learn from other people's readings. So it's kind of like tune in, tune on. Put us on for your dog and cat and get your sprinkles on your ice cream ready for when it is your turn. It'll eventually be that day. Okay. So let your love flow like a mountain stream and let your love grow. To all living things is a season. All right. Karina says, is the person on my social media ever contact me soon? Thank you. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Is the person on Karina's social media going to contact her soon? Is the person on Karina Chandler's social media ever going to contact her? Okay, who's reaching out to Karina? Karina Bold. Ooh, this could be interesting messages. Oh, it came right back with the sun and the moon. Oh my goodness. Day and night. I'm going to ask for some clarity. These are like big life-changing energies for you. Like your life is about to change big time. It's no small thing. I'm going to get a little bit of clarity because these are major overarching energies. Like kind of like how they just were for Casey's reading with the sunshine being there and the fulfillment. I think that they will, to answer your question, reach out to you. But the cards are also giving a bit of a warning. It's saying be skeptical of this person at this time because either their life is in like complete dramatic change or your life for some reason is in complete dramatic change. I ask for clarifiers on this as well. We've got a potential air sign and a younger earth sign in the mix for clarity. King of Swords is there being like, someone is going to approach you with something that they're going to have like a perceived truth. They're going to have a take on something. And I feel like this person like kind of like wants your support or wants to support you. But you have to make sure that their motivations, their general intentions are benevolent, right? To what point is it self-serving? The cards are also saying with the Princess of Pentacles, do not cast your pearls before swine. But the long and short is the answer is yes, this person will be reaching out to you. They will be contacting you. But it might not be for a time either, because it's like they're in an observation state. And I don't like that because it has almost that feeling of like, what will she accept? What is Karina going to believe? How much is Karina going to believe? And I don't know if I really like that type of energy. So just be careful when you do receive it. I see it coming in, but be careful of it when you receive it. Okay? The moon, that's a sticky moon up there in that spread. But at least all will be revealed to you. At least you're not gonna be as confused. It shows an end of confusion. Not necessarily bad. You're just gonna have to use your power of discernment to decide if it's for you. Right? If the offer is for you. Yeah, bad is so damning. Just kidding. I just get truth versus lies. You have to be suspect of lies. Okay? So if in your value code that's bad, which generally in most people is like lying is a bad thing. You want to make sure that this person's honest, right? 100%. You're okay. Was it you that did like the modeling work that you were like wondering about somebody in the modeling industry? Hey, Dusty, welcome to the program. All right. So hopefully that resonated for you, Karina. And we're going to ask if Jennifer is still here. Then the list goes Luna, Ramanandandada, Sarah H., Radha, Bobby Craft, Indigenous Beauty, Love Light, Melissa, Daisy, Cat 13, Jerica, James Bond, Janice. We got the triple J's. Rachel, and then Dusty Blue. And then Kate. How do we get a reading? We just sit back and relax. That's all it takes. We're like a first come first serve base service. You know, we're here vibing out and tribing out. It's good to see you, Dusty Blue. People that have tribed with us since tribe immemorial. It's good to have you. Luna's here. Okay, Luna. Just let me give Jennifer two more chances. It's just the rules. Sometimes people are off petting their kitty or feeding their puppy. That's just the way she goes, Bubs. Way she goes, Ricky. I don't think it's a bad person, Karina. Just be suspect of truth. You know, gauge it. Make sure it's like true when you're being told something there on the reaching through on the social media. Initial contact, eh? First impressions are everything. Yeah, that'd be fun, Bob. That would be fun, Robert. We should do that. I'm trying to get to a space where I can have the free time to do this more regularly, and then when we get there, I'm all for it, 100%. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Bobby Craft, Rob Craft is intuitive. What do they call it? A spiritual intuitive as well. Absolutely. The Virgo from Tracy. Oh, you went and checked out Tracy? Oh, cool. She's an old friend. We actually came up through the same school. All right, Luna. Doesn't look like Jennifer's here. Luna, you can post now. Oh, the camper. Yeah, the camper's almost done. It's almost done. So, my gypsy has a backup plan. My off grid preparations for the doomsday are complete. Not even close. Remember, we're just going to take the world back, and they cannot wreck it. We're going to do that instead of prepping for doomsday. Did you hear about this thing? There's like some war going on. Did you hear about this thing? These gas prices. Did you see this? Did you hear about this? It's gotten so stupid. And it just pulls spirit right out. You got to be careful we're living through an information war, so you got to be careful. 100%. I wish you all success and blessings in following your true life's calling purpose. Luna, please go ahead and post. Yeah, and Dee, she's incredible. She's pretty incredible. We came from the same school of place where people go to school for that kind of thing. But her life is amazing. She's been dealing with the paranormal all her life, and she's got it refined down to such a great thing. I can't trust the Tesla yet. Electricity. And zip, zip, zippity doo dah, zippity day. My, oh my, what a wonder. Luna, you're trying to up your game? What's your question, silly? What's your question? Or did I miss it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Can I just ask for like a truth the tarot wants me to know that will be good for me to know? Oh, okay. That's a great, I love it, phrase like that. Tarot, please tell us what Luna needs to know most for her own good. What knowledge can you give to Luna that she needs to know? She got to know. Yes, indeed. All right. Here we go, Luna. This is the information that Tarot wants you to know. Tarot wants you to know the Nine of Swords. Okay? Tarot wants you to know that it's not worth any more of your time and mental energy. Okay? Whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you're dealing with, it's not worth your time or your energy. This could have something to do with friendships or social circles as well. Maybe somebody, or yourself included, maybe has been betrayed or has been feeling betrayed, and could even be stuck in like a victim cycle, right? Where it's kind of like tiring out everybody else in the situation. No judgment here, no judgment. We pray for everyone to come through their sufferings and their hardships stronger and more talented on the other end. Um, so it's saying don't give it any more of your energy. Don't give it any more of your time. And as well, there is some seriousness, there's some joy that needs to be found. It's almost like the joy aspect has been on a bit of hiatus. Like, get in tune with things like laughter and humor and song and dance and vibrant adventure, things of this nature, silliness, stuff like that can pull you out of any kind of funk if you find your energies being, too tightly woven or too cyclical. It's just like thoughts running over like a bicycle tire in your head. Like, oh man, it feels like slipping versus keeping up. It's like you need a day of fun. Okay, Luna? Go out and have yourself a day of complete fun, bliss, without worry whatsoever. And that's going to hit your reset, your refresh button. Okay? That's going to get what it takes for you to start feeling some of that each and every day. Because I feel like somebody or somebody around you has fallen on a bit of hard times. They could be feeling very depressed, very lonely, very anxious. And to help alleviate that has been taxing. But stick to your guns, stick by your friends. That's what this spread is also saying. And beware of just like accusation and judgment and gossip and things like that. This is a time to be avoiding them to the nth degree. All right? So that is what that spread is wanting you to know, Luna. And I appreciate you. Hopefully that resonated for you. So that's really good. We are welcoming in Mira. Hi, Mira. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the jungle. We've got fun and games. We've got everything you want. Honey, if we know the name. All right. You got this. That's right, Luna. All right. So, I'll update the list for everybody. Up next, first call for Ramdan Dada, if Ramadan Dawn is still here. Then Sarah H., then Rada, then Bob Kraft, Indigenous Beauty, Love Light, Melissa, Daisy, Cat 13, Jerica, James Bond, Janice, Rachel, Dusty, Kate, and now Mira. Hi, Mira. Welcome to the thing that we do where it's like no expectations. And Dee, Dee, there she is. For those of you that are needing an actual medium, she does tarot too. She does all kinds of cool stuff. Her name is Tracy. She can be found at thmedium.ca. That's all you need to type in is thmedium.ca. Takes you to her webpage, and she's elite. I'm not gonna lie. Like in our local part of the world, she's mainstream. She's on the radio. She's doing group events. She's a busy lady, but always taking new clients. And it'd been 10 years since I seen her, and then all of a sudden I seen her. It was like, holy moly. It was like being in the time warp, which was kind of cool. Okay. All right. Hello, Deep Sika and Mystic Rose. Welcome. And Lola. Oh, lots of people coming today. Welcome to the program. Remember, there's a lot you can glean by listening to other people's readings. I'm just going to put Deep Sika and Mystic Rose and Lola on the list. Okay. I don't think Ramadan Don Dada is here anymore. How about Sarah H? Shouting out to Sarah H. Are you live? Are you live and direct? Are you in the house? Are you in the garden? Sarah H. Hi, Lola. Summer of Love 2.2. Do you hear about this thing? Do you hear about this this thing going on? This government? Did anybody see this? Anybody hear about this? Okay. There is messages in everything. It's true. It gets to the point where it's like so synchronistic. Everything weaves together. Oh, Ramadan Dan Dan Dada is here. Go ahead and post Ramadana. Ramadana. Ramadana Lopez. I could feel like I could write a song about Ramadana. Hey Ramadana, don't you just wanna smoke a little bit less of that marijuana? Okay. Ramdana says, what is Raymond thinking about her? We can do that. We can do that. And Sarah, get ready. If you're still here, Sarah, get ready because you'll be up next. And then Radha, Rob Kraft. And then I'll update the list again after this reading. All right. Ramadana. What is Raymond thinking about Ramadana? All right. Ramadana says, 5 of Cups. Wow. Raymond regret? Raymond has a little bit of regret. I think this person misses you. Why does he miss you? Right? You guys not talking? Not saying too much to one another right now? That's okay. No judgment here. But Raymond is kind of filled with regret. Doesn't see the bridge to kind of maybe get back into your good books, maybe. I don't know. It's almost like you guys had a fight and he went off and sulked in the corner for a little while. I don't know. I don't know your life. I don't know you. It's just that's the feeling that it has to it with this 5 of Cups. There's remorse. There's regret. The coulda, shoulda, wouldas. The case of the coulda, shoulda, wouldas. So I think this person really doesn't know how to reach out to you right now. This person may need to swallow their pride as well. Somebody feels like guilty for doing something wrong. And that's kind of what's been generating the thoughts. They wish they wouldn't have, or they wish they had a, or they wish they could have. You know, that's kind of the energy that I'm getting from there. And, you know, maybe it's just stuff that Raymond could be doing right now, but he's like not really being that person of action, so to speak. And you're just kind of like sitting there like the lady in the garden waiting for the action, you know, Action Jackson. But I don't know. It's almost feeling like there's a little bit of guilt or remorse going on there. I don't know what that's about, but I see that kind of dominating the thought cycles when it comes to you. Yes, you can, V. Yes, you can. Absolutely. All right. We got V now in the house. All right. So the list is like such. Sarah H., I do not think is here. She's got one more chance to post her question. Then Radha, Rob Kraft, Indigenous Beauty, Love Light, Melissa, Daisy, Cat 13, Jerica, James Bond, Janice, Rachel, Dusty, Kate, Mira, Lola, Deep Sika, and Mystic. Then we have V and the Taurus Goddess. Welcome, Taurus. All right. Hopefully that resonated for you. Taurus G. Ramadana. Hopefully that resonated for you. It's almost like if you could reach out and let him know it's okay, maybe that could be the lift that Raymond needs, potentially. Because right now it's like there's a lot of not knowing how to do, not knowing what to do, wishing things could have been differently, could have happened differently. So, yeah, it's kind of like a pouty energy, but I don't know. Yours is kind of like a point of inaction, too, like the lady in the garden. It's like you guys need to bridge up something, figure, make amends on something kind of, and then those thought cycles can clear up. I don't know. Someone feels hurt. All right. Sarah H. not here. How about Radha? Hi, Mizna. Mizna. Yeah, it is, but you got to wait a time. They're free, but we're running behind in the kitchen here. All righty. But a lot of people like probably won't be here. A lot of people, they leave after they get their name on the list and then they leave. So sometimes at this portion of the program, the list actually goes really fast. This is good. Be kind to one another. That is key. Thank you, Mira. Be kind to one another. All right. Mr. Crafty Energies. Do you have a question for the reader today? You're more than welcome to post your question now, or just say hello. It's your time to shine. It's your moment to shine. Mm-hmm. Rob and I used to do split screen readings, or what do they call them? Collaboration readings. We haven't done it like years, but they were fun when we did it. They were fun. We should do them again. I agree. You're very welcome. Alrighty then. Yeah, you're in a list, Mizna. Yeah, you're on the list. We've got you. Mind you, you're last on the list, but that's not always the worst thing in the world. Because in a little while, you won't be last on the list anymore. Right? Okay. Crafty Energies. Shout out to Crafty Energies. And then Indigenous Baby, get ready. Get ready. Because it's time to go. All right. Lots of love and fire. Yeah, why not? Why not? General reading, please. All right. We can do that. We can do that. Good to see you, Crafty Energies. Good to see you. What can you craft with your energies? What can you craft with your energies? Thanks, Taurus Goddess. Welcome. Good to have you here. All right. How about Mr. Crafty? Show us general information for Mr. Crafty. Oh, the Queen of Diamonds. What's she doing there? Ooh, and the Lovers. Okay. Right. Hot town, summer in the city. Back of my neck getting filth and gritty. Cool cat, isn't it a pity? It doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. Who is this person, Robert? She looks lovely. Her energy is nice. It feels good. And this earth sign is like wanting you to take time or wanting to make time for you. And I'm not sure like how the response has been, but it's with the Lovers cards there, it sees like you're kind of like wanting to get into it. You're wanting to feel that teamwork, that element of togetherness, that element of like being a part of the dynamic duo or being in that relationship. So either I see you getting into a relationship with an earth sign, maybe coming out of a relationship with an earth sign, or maybe there is potential for a relationship with an earth sign, which is very nice. And this is like romantic relationship. So you may know this person about who I know nothing of, this Queen of Pentacles. Like you said, we'll have to catch up one day soon. But this is what I'm seeing for you is an earth sign that has romantic energies in and around you. So that's really nice to see. That's what's coming through first and foremost. Yes, the Lover's card is great. When it comes to general life, the Queen of Pentacles is a master of her own time, which is a good energy to be in. You're in the director's seat, Crafty. You're in control. You're the one that, calls the shots, so to speak, in your own life when it comes to time and scheduling. And the Lover's card there is just simply being aligned with that which, brings out the best loving energy in you, right? Let you know when I meet her. I think she's coming in. This is an earth sign though. So Taurus, what are the other ones? Virgo and Capricorn, right? Thanks, Rob Kraft. Good to have you. Indigenous Beauty, why don't you go ahead and post POST, post your query in the chat room. Yeah, it's either someone that's there or someone that's coming in. Somebody that wants to make time for you. Somebody that like wants your attention as well, because she's all about that. She's gonna be she's gonna be a fancy dresser. She's gonna like the finer things in life. Bring in all the love, but she's gonna see the finer things in you. She's very psychic. She's very intuitive, right? After I do my first 3 times 33 method, what will be the aftermath of the energy? What can I expect, basically? So 3 times 33 is 99. So that's kind of an interesting method. You're wanting to know what to expect. All right, well, let's have a look. So this method, is this a method of manifestation or a method of changing that which is already there? Because 9 is the highest degree of change. And when you add the 9s up, they always add to 9, right? It's like, it's really good. So, and numbers are amazing, what they can accomplish. Generally, numbers are more like signposts in our spiritual evolution or our spiritual journey through the earthly plane of consciousness and knowledge. Numbers are like signposts, right? But they can be used. They can be used to create energies. They can be used to divert energies. They can be used to sequence events up to a particular number to help encourage a desired outcome, right? That's why some numbers get a bad reputation, while other numbers, everybody wants them. Everybody wants them, right? They're kind of like people that way. So let's ask the cards what Indigenous Beauty can expect after doing her first method of 3 by 33. 3 by 33. Look at this card. Swear to God, I'm shuffling them. It just comes. I'm cutting them. Oh, people are getting major arcana like crazy today. Like life is changing. So whatever you're doing, this will work. As long as there's benevolence behind it. Anything you do with the intention of promoting love, happiness, light, joy, serenity, bliss in your life and in the lives of others, if it's done with a sense of love, you can make everything change, right? You're going to notice that the wheel has turned. Because number 10 major arcana, the wheel, is kind of like, I could tell you, well, anything could happen, which would be truth, but it would be also very vague and not why you came here. But to actually acknowledge the wheel and that the wheel will turn and your method will spin the wheel or cause action or new momentum is working. It will work. So it's in regards to a love situation. You've got the lovers there, right? It might not be exactly, but it's going to be close to what you want it to be, if that makes sense. So, and it's going to be rather quick too. A specific person. So it is a love. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get this person to turn. You're gonna get this person to spin around. So whatever this might be, or if you're wanting to instigate change, I think those numbers do justice for change, which is what the wheel signifies, right? 3 by 33. We've got the big 6 up there, right? So this is a number of like the past and sometimes nostalgic or sometimes very cyclical. And it's a position of like getting better. It's a number of healing and of balance. So keeping that in mind, I think that as long as you're doing it with everyone's best intention in mind, it will work out. If there's any part of the manifestations that you are doing, and it doesn't matter what method really you do to manifest, as once you know how to do it and once you get good at it, you'll know that it has to be so divinely like pinpoint accuracy. Like things happen when they happen for the reason they happen on purpose at a given set time. There are certain lengths we can go to try and help expedite it, but a lot of times we shouldn't do that. We should allow it to occur on its own. But manifesting that which we don't have, it takes a real particular skill to harness, because the expectation of the receiving, like you need to be in that emotional space in order to do it. So hopefully you've got all of that practiced down to a T, and then it should work. But you're going to be able to get some sort of validation or the efforts of your manifestation are going to be apparent to you. They might not be exactly how you wanted it to have happen or to be done or that particular person, but you're going to see the impact of what it does. So what I'm saying is don't expect too much. Notice and take note of the change that you see, because it will be like a noticeable change that you are inflicting through this manifestation process. Okay? So thank you so much, Indigenous. Will it work? I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. Because that's what the cards say. Huh? Oh, man, it gets so crazy sometimes. I'm like, kids, do not try this at home. Whatever you do, do not try this at home. All right, Skylar, and lots of love and luck to you, Indigenous beauty. You deserve it. All the blessings, peace, love, knowingness. Hi, Skylar. Welcome to the jungle. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll update the list now. It goes like this. Love Light, if Love Light is still here. Then Melissa. Then Daisy. Then Cat 13. Jerica. James Bond. Janice. Rachel. Dusty. Kate. Mira. Lola. Deep Seeka. Mystic. V. Taurus G. Mizna. And Skyla. Yes. Welcome. Lots of love. Lots of love. You're welcome. You're welcome to the program. So, Love Light and Melissa needs to be ready. If Melissa is still here. Dropping your question here. I'll never find it, Mizna. I'll never find it. I'm a one-man operation here. I don't have any high-tech executives working behind the scene. Sorry. All right. Love Light says, my name is Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Hello, Stephanie. I'm a Libra. Will my Leo divine masculine, I'm assuming DM stands for divine masculine and not direct message. Will they come back in and be ready for a commitment soon? Is a divine masculine ever ready for commitment? Is this a loaded question? Is this a trick question, Stephanie? Are you, he's got to stop eating cheese slices. And then maybe. I wonder if he'll commit to a lifetime supply of cheese slices. And what could be better than a lifetime supply of cheese slices? Unless you're a divine masculine and it pumps you full of estrogen, then you're just like your wife. I think that's what they're going for here. Okay. Love Light's divine masculine. Love Light's divine masculine. Can you show us Love Light's divine masculine? Okay. Alrighty. The Queen of Cups is here. And you're asking Libra. Or for Leo, sorry. You're the Libra and you're asking for Leo. The Queen of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. It's almost as though this person, has he been trying to contact you? It seems strange. I almost get the feeling like he's been trying to contact you, or perhaps he doesn't know where to find you. That's weird. Ace of Pentacles is here. Did somebody move? And then, it's how long have you been out of touch for? Because the feeling is one of offering, one of gift giving. So maybe you'll receive some flowers, or maybe you'll receive some sort of email or letter from this person. But I don't think that he knows where to find you. Or perhaps you don't know where to find him. And if that's the case, the searching, the looking is kind of well, unless you really get down to the root of the matter and look for this person and look to make this happen, I don't get a sense that there's energies that are really kind of closing in. I don't really get a sense of you guys getting together. So, but as soon as you find each other, then the gift giving begins. And that's just kind of what Spirit is showing me. It's showing the giving of gifts. It's almost like Did your divine masculine decide to give you independence and freedom? Right? As far as the commitment goes, I think this guy is committable, not just to the Arkham Asylum, but committable in life. Like, if this person's in for a penny, they're in for a pound. So commitment is not a struggle for this person. But the timing was so off. You guys were like the odd couple or something going on here where it's like, how much did you participate in each other's worlds, and when the romance was there versus when the romance was not there, like what was the glue besides being sort of, you know, divinely connected and you knew it. Um, it's strange. It's like odd couple energy, right? Yes, I don't know where to find him. He had to secretly get away. He knows how to find me. It's been a long, horrible situation. Interesting. And I almost feel like in getting you to say that much, like the fact that we're on that path is kind of like, did he try and reach out to you in the past and then maybe the timing wasn't good for you or something? And then you had kind of closed it off for a little while, and then because even if he knows how to find you, it doesn't show that he's like going back to those places to find you. Maybe their social media accounts, or maybe their cafes, or either thought of coming to your door just like frightens him. So, oh God, yeah. And if you're dealing with all kinds of obstacles in the third dimension, it doesn't make it interesting either, right? It's very, very tricky. But once you do see each other, and then it shows gift giving beginning. But it's like someone's not willing to cross to go there, like, or they don't know. They think you may think he knows where to find you, but he doesn't know where to find you, right? You both had to delete your social. Yeah, that's why I'm seeing the biggest block, right? Because I don't know, like I don't see him having trouble with commitment, but showing up out of the blue and then just being like, here I am face to face, it's like the phone call or the email needs to come first, right? And then it shows good. Those are both positive cards. Queen of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles are both positive cards, right? And other than the cheese slices, I think he's got it going on. I think he'll get it going on. Could be something where, again, with the Ace of Pentacles being there might be like something kind of dominating his time in regards to finances, business, economy, work, etc. Right? That's always a player in this situation. But yeah, have you been dealing with lots of bumps in the third dimension from horrible situations? That energy in its own time needs to clear up before you actually can form a bond again, even if it's divine. There's certain laws to the universe that, it's like the reason why you come to life on Earth and most of us never ever meet our divine selection is because at the end of the day, 80 years is a nice little vacation from the person that your beloved, that you spend the majority of eternity with. When you think about love and relationships at the heavy end, or divine selection, soulmate, this kind of thing. Enjoy the time away from them, because the next 1,000 years is just going to fly by like, oh, whoopsie daisy. Like, what have we been doing? Yeah. And that is like all of that background, that's all background noise. If you want to be done with that, you got to get your mind out of thinking about what went wrong. 100%. Hi, Sheila. Welcome to the show. It's been a year since I seen you, Sheila. Hopefully that resonated for you, Love Light. It was a pleasure to have you on the program today. Melissa and Daisy, get ready for Melissa or Daisy. I see Lola's still peeking around. That's perfect. I'll update the list for everybody. It goes Melissa, then Daisy, then Cat13, Jerica, James Bond, Janice, Rachel, Dusty, Kate, Mira, Lola, Deepsika, Mystic, V, Taurus G, Mizna, Skylar, and now Sheila's in the room, who's just thinking of me a long time. Can't stay but sending love. Thanks, Sheila Marie. It's so good to see you as well. It's been so long. It's been so long. But thanks for coming in. It's really good. You're welcome so much, Love Light. You are welcome so much. Try and forget that background noise. You know, if you really want to help manifest this thing and make it happen, we got to get our heads out of the past. It's the only one. All right. All right. Last call for Melissa. So we got Daisy and then Cat 13, who are both, I don't know about Cat 13, but Jerica, you are right to be ready. Just hang tight. You're right around the corner. And Daisy Gonzalez says, is Gabrielle the one I'm getting married to? Gabrielle? Gabrielle. Do you care how I say it? Potato, potato? Camilla, Kamala? Kamala, gorilla? It doesn't matter. All right. Is Gabriel the one that Daisy is going to marry? Is Gabriel the one that Daisy is going to marry? Ooh, marriage. Love and marriage. Love and marriage. They fit together like a horse and carriage. This I tell you, brother. You can't have one without the other. This is a strong yes for me, Daisy. I see the wedding. The Four of Wands is actually the picture of a celebration of a union, of togetherness, of a wedding. We asked if this person is the one you're getting married to. It showed me the card of truth, and it showed me the card of marriage celebration. So, believe it or not, here he comes. You can't hide. You know, you're gonna find. This is the one. This is a marriage happening thing. Cut and dry, right? It's marriage. It's one of those things. You know, you asked about it. The card spoke. So, yes, I believe that this Gabriel is the one. And also with the sword, right? Because that's symbolic of Gabriel, too. Doesn't Gabriel the one, the angel with the sword in his mouth? Can't remember if that's Michael or Gabriel. But one of them carries the big sword. So one that speaks truth. I don't know about the proposal, but when you get it, come and find us and let us know, Daisy, that you got it. I don't really have a timeline on it other than there was a number 1 there, right? So on the 1st of a month, maybe, or in January. January proposals are always so heartwarming. Heartwarming with the nerve. Gotta have nerve to worm the heart. Warm it up. It's cool. Very good. All right. Casey's Spiritual Corner is sending smiles out to the galaxy. All right, Daisy. Lots of love. Cap 13, KAT13. First call for KAT13. And then Jerica, get ready. And then Jerica, get ready. Absolutely. No, it's good. It's good to have. The 4 was also there as well. So, I don't know. Maybe we could count 4 months' time. I don't know. I think you're anticipating it. So that's good. Keep the anticipation and the vibration high, and then it'll come. Yeah, but which one is the angel with the sword in his mouth? Is that Michael? I might have them confused. I'm not on their speed dial. I hang out with the street level angels. Not the bad ones, but the ones that help look out for all of us and one another. We've got each other's backs types angels, right? They'll look over you, watch over you while you're resting, while you're catching up on your sleep. All right. Last call for KAT13. Jerica is Nirvana. Go ahead and post, Jerica. Jerica is Nirvana. What is Nirvana? Jerica is Nirvana. Sure, we can roll with that. I feel like I've been talking a lot. Have I been talking a lot? Did you see this? Did you hear about this? Cat 13, KAT13. All right, we'll see who posts first. We'll get you guys both in here. No worries. It's been a heck of a wait, and you should be applauded for your patience. Nope, you didn't miss your turn, V. We got a few ahead of you still. I'll update the list. We're going to hear from either Cat 13 or Jerica. James Bond, Janice, Rachel, Dusty, Kate, Mira, Lola, Deep Sika, Mystic, V, Taurus G, Mizna, Skylar, and Sheila, who said she couldn't stay. So I gotta scratch Sheila's name off. You didn't miss your turn. You didn't miss your turn. All right. All right. Skylar, I didn't count. I just read them out. But we got Cat 13 who says, will I feel a deeper love for the man I'm dating? Well, let's have a look. And then Jerica, I will answer what actions. We'll ask about Jarrett right after we're done with Cat here. And Jarrett, okay. Looking for actions. Cat 13, will Cat 13 feel a deeper love for the one she is currently dating? Sorry, didn't mean to assume pronouns there. All right. But I do it. It can't be helped. It's systemic, I tell you. Oh, the Hierophant. Oh, love is love. That's like that old Wu-Tang song. Love is love, love is love. Everybody's getting major arcana today. It's crazy. So many people have big energies going on in their life right now. This is huge. Mostly at the time, our days are filled with like reading people, like lots of pip cards. There've been so many of you guys are pulling major arcana today. Is like big time life stuff, big life changes, and things like that. Well, we got the Hangman here. What was the Hangman? Head over heels. So to answer your question, you know better. You are the Hierophant of your own life. You are the author of your own life. You are the wiser. It's almost as like you're going to feel it, and then you're going to ask yourself, do I give myself permission to feel even more? And then go head over heels. I think you will fall for this person. Again, I'm seeing like long-lasting relationship potential for this person. But if you do start feeling really heavy feelings for this person, don't feel the need to go and run out and tell this person or tell the world or lay it on like thick fondant on a cake. Okay? Just be in the energy and feel what you're feeling in the current without judging it, without wondering if it's enough feeling, if it's more feeling, if it's a good feeling or it's a bad feeling. Just feel it. And whatever action comes, if it makes you smile, if it turns you on, if it makes you giggle, if it makes you pee your pants, whatever it makes you do, just do that. And don't try to find a way to verbalize it, to label it, to express it within your own mind appropriately, because then you lose the magic, right, of that love. No, this is for Cat 13. This is for Cat 13. All right? So I think you will fall deeper for this person, and this person is long-lasting relationship material. But I'm saying keep your feelings in check, and also remember that you are the architect when you give yourself permission to feel more or you give yourself permission to feel less. And it's not like you consciously do that, but just through signals that you send the universe about like the moods you're in and what you're thinking about and all that kind of stuff, send signals to the universe, and then you get back those feelings, and then you come to the precipice and say, do I give myself permission to go there in my own mind? Because I know what it means. Don't feel like you have to express it. Then it should be a non-issue. But yes, I think you are going to be feeling more and more for this person that you're dating, to the long and short of your question. The feelings will deepen. All right. All right, Jerica, don't worry. I got you. Jarrett and energies in the next 3 days. So hopefully, Cat 13, that resonated for you. A whimsy clearing. A whimsy. Love it. A whimsy clearing. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool stuff. Love it. Love it. All right. Hey, Jazz. Sure. We'll probably have to close up the list pretty soon. I'm getting pretty thirsty. Getting kind of thirsty. It's okay. All right. What can we expect from Jarrett within the next 3 days? Actions and feelings, please, from Jarrett within the next 3 days. What is it that Jerica can find? 3 of Swords. Oh. 3 days. We gave it 3 days. Prince of Cups. That's pretty interesting. Wow. It's kind of interesting. Like, did you guys get into a fight, or was somebody third partied here, or was there an attempted third party? Because the 3 of Swords shows up when then like there's like secrecy and betrayal and stuff like that going on, and somebody is like lost trust and something like that, and trust is terrible because the Prince of Cups finds out it's like it's hard to earn that back. So this person, you may see like a show of valor, something that this person will do to try and, like, I don't know if re-earn your trust is right, but to try and like kind of be in damage control and like they never meant to hurt you kind of thing. It's he betrayed you. He's going to try and ask for your forgiveness. Prince of Cups is there. Baby, I was wrong. I was wrong. You know, I lost control. So there's going to be some kind of act of valor. It could come through a gift. It could come through an action, but it's something grandiose, something declaration. I don't know. Like, it's going to be fairly dramatic to the point of being like theatrical too, or the gift is going to be really enormous. He's going to try and make amends through his love language, whichever language of love he speaks. So he's either going to want to sit down and have a serious talk about it. He's going to try, and I don't know this person. I don't know you. I don't know this person very well. But the white horse is symbolic of a purity, of good power. It's like you guys might even find that you're coming through it. Or maybe that's just his hope is overwhelming. So I think you can expect within the next 3 days an apology, a gift, or some sort of declaration of him being wrong or sorry or anything like that. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Maybe we'll come on again in 3 days and you can let me know how that goes. But you're getting you're getting the apology. What you do with that and how you receive all that's, I love that you live your own lives. It's good. Hi, Mizna. No, you didn't miss your turn. I'll update the list. Calling on James Bond or Janice. If James or Janice or Bond or Janice is here, please post your question. Then we've got Rachel, Dusty, Kate, Mira, Lola, Deep Seeka, Mystic, V, Taurus G, then Mizna, then Skylar, then Jazz. But we don't know that all these people are still here. People they're like popcorn. Pop, pop, pop. And they come and go. Right? So no, you didn't miss your turn. And if you missed your turn and I had you down, I usually get back around to you. Which is cool. All right? So Bond or Janice, second call for Bond or Janice. There's Janice. Hi, Janice. Go ahead and post. Do I have... Oh, yeah, I do have... Rachel, you're right there to be ready. That's good. Be ready, but first we'll read for Janice. Because I don't think Mr. Bond, James Bond, is still here. He was worried that the tarot reader was wearing sunglasses and I couldn't be trusted. And I was like, you are exactly right. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff. They were standing in the parking lot while shucking fucking coconuts when someone from the old bus called them a couple Cocoa Puffs, and that's when the situation got a little rough and tough. Because Henry lost his mind and Mario, he had had enough. So with real tight shorts and real big butts, they mooned that crazy tourist bus. And even Mrs. Honeycutt swore she saw a little nut. All right. Here we go. Janice says, last night I applied for a job that's far from my profession at the moment. But ever since I was a kid, I always wondered, what if I was that kind of person? Through the years, I didn't have the guts to apply for it and wasn't that confident. But last night, I don't know what came over me. I just applied. I want to know if I have a chance. All right. That's a great question. Thank you for the background, too. That's really cool. Does Janice have a chance at the job that she's applied for? All right. Ooh, look at this. People getting big cards today. Look, and the magician is here as well. Oh. This is interesting. And my heart goes out to you. Not because you're not getting the job, but because I think you are going to get the job. But then the reality of that job is going to set in, and you're going to be like doing the hard day's night. Like, you'd be like working like a dog, kind of. Not like a dog. Not like a dog is a bad thing. A dog is just a tenacious worker when it wants something, right? You say it's far from your profession, and I wonder if that's why the magician is here. Being like, are you going to be able to get up to task for it? Be completely honest at the job interview, and I think they'll give you the job, but then the struggle gets real. Does that make sense? It's kind of like, I want the best for everybody, and I don't know what you're into. I don't know what kind of work you like to do. You're like, I didn't know if I was that kind of person, but I guess we're gonna find out, and you will find out. I think the alchemist, like the magician, is here in this reading. Is you're gonna answer. You're going to receive an answer to that question by coming out of the frying pan and into the fire. You're going to finally get to see what that is like. So this is a yes for me. Not only do I think you have a chance, with the Sun card here, I think you're getting the job. I think you're receiving it, which is really cool. All right. So hopefully that little reading, we're doing little 2-card readings today because there's lots of friends have come to join us. Hopefully it resonated for you. Janice, thank you so much. Stephanie, how are you, Stephanie? Were you on the first list, Stephanie? No, you're just here. Stephanie, how come I did I miss you? Did I not have you? Indigenous Rachel? Stephanie? Yes, I think you will. I think you will get called back soon. Okay. With the job offer. We need Rachel and Dusty. No problem. We try and keep it casual. Everybody's so serious all the time. We have to keep it orderly, but it's good to keep it fun and casual and light. And that's kind of like my what a mission statement behind the little tarot channel that I have is, keep it fun. Keep it entertaining, you know. Rachel says, I am new to this job and my coworkers are not helpful. Will the situation get better or should I start looking for another job? Okay. It's a good question, Rachel. Good question. Yeah, just hit me up in the comments section of any old video. I get all those. Like, our channel's not hopping crazy busy right now. Like, I'm not some YouTube celebrity. Like, just send me a comment. Hit me up in the comment section of the YouTube, and I'll find you. Absolutely, buddy. It's good to have a little feedback. Let me know. Stay in touch, okay, Janice? Thanks for being on the program today. It's awesome. So, will Rachel get some help at work, or will she have to look for another job? Okay. Let's see. Was Rachel going to get some help? Was work going to turn around? Show me Rachel's work. Look at this. 10 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. And you get a bonus. You get a bonus clarifier. 9 of Wands. Like, I want to ask you, like, are you enjoying the job itself? It shows that the remuneration is a big part of it. Like, how you're being compensated for your time anyways. To be honest, and it might be in your field, it might be very close to doing what you love. but it might not even. Like there's kind of like a bad taste about this thing, and this could just be your odious coworkers, Janice from accounting who hasn't showered in 17 days. Like, come on, Janice. Not Janice, but Janice. You like the job. The remuneration is tidy. It's good, I think. But it's like, I see you moving on from here. Because, yeah, your coworker situation is like, I don't know. It's a battleground almost. It's a war zone. It's like, don't tread on me kind of thing. Yet, there's certain situations where it's like, well, how can we expect to work together if everyone's so closed off and defensive? And because we have like these two characters here, one in the Four of Pentacles, the other in the Nine of Wands. These are defensive people. These are people that are like, they don't want to let you in on the secret. They don't want you to be a part of the club, but they need your help. When they need your help, they expect you to be there. But when you need their help, crickets are nowhere to be found. So it's a bit standoffish. It's a bit greedy, and I think you're such a positive, enlightened person, Rachel, that I almost feel like you might bolt before the situation has a chance to get better. Right? Yeah, exactly. And then that creates more animosity, right? So you're kind of in a bad catch-22 with this particular job. I would say start keeping your options open. Like, I don't know if you ever seen that movie Office Space, where that guy, he's just like, I don't give a shit anymore. Fire me if you want. I don't care. I'm gonna start acting like everybody else around here. You know, if that doesn't flip any heads, it is probably time for I see you maybe like, but it's all I also see you holding on here, really like not wanting to have to do that, which is a tricky place. But everyone reaches their precipice at a different level, and you might find like all of a sudden one day it comes down. You're like, that's it, straw that broke the camel's back. I'm freaking done. I'm out of here. Peace. Audi 5000 G, and you go because you can do it other places for other faces and still receive the remuneration, and hopefully in an environment that's a lot more Ten of Cups energy, where like the company culture feels more like more comfortable, because that's all it is. It's just a corporate culture that doesn't agree with you. It's like you could have the best, be working with the best person in the world, be super efficient, but if there is a personality conflict, you can't work together. And we all have those. There's no judgment. It's just we all have those. And sometimes it's like a sumo match. It's push come to shove, and the first sumo to be pushed out of the ring is like you have to go find somewhere else to sumo, you know? So hopefully, okay. Yeah, his stapler, his stapler, right? Yeah, and tell somebody in that workplace too that they really need to shower. I'm getting a real odious von Sphincter odious von Sphincter vector happening in the reading there. So somebody that you work with is a little bit stinky too. All right. strange things. All right. So Dusty Blue, if you're there, and then Kate, get ready. You're on deck. Mira's on the whole, third up. Lola, then Deep Seeka, Mystic. Was it Mystic? Mystic something. I just put down Mystic. Hopefully I did Mystic. Then V, Taurus G, Mizna, Skylar, Jazz, and Stephanie. I'll look for the stapler. Give it time, though. There's no rush. But I would start, always keep your career option open, right? Jobs can feel closed in, dead end. You're signed up. You're under the gun now. You're in the accounting army now. March. Come to work. Go to work. Always keep whatever it is, if it's the LinkedIn or the Craigslist or whatever, just keep it open. Be the person, be the architect of that always, right? So you don't ever feel closed off. You don't feel like you don't have any options, because they're always there. The Whimsy Garden is also creating a new foundation while giving back to my friend here in Brooklyn. I want to move in the fall to Kensington, New York, upstate. Is it a good move for me? Hmm. I think any sort of getting out of there's concrete jungles. Hi, Christina. Welcome. Any step away from the concrete jungle is a step in the right direction. Okay. Some of us, we get very comfortable. Like, I'm comfortable in this city and I'm comfortable in the country. I like them both. Like, a few nights out in the country and the silence is deafening, A few nights back in the city and the white noise of the traffic is deafening. There's differences, right? But as long as you hold true to center, Dusty, you can make it happen. The other key component to that is if you're moving away from the hustle and bustle, right? The 5 o'clock world, you have to stay busy. You need to keep your mind like projects, lots and lots of projects, engaging type stuff. I would hate to see you get bored out there, which I don't think you would. But at the same time, it's an adjustment period. But let's see what the cards have to say. You got the Moon and the Emperor. Jeez, what is going on? Like, for those of you that have been watching the last 7 or 8 readings, it's Major Arcana for everybody. You get Major Arcana. She gets Major Arcana. Everybody gets Major. Life is changing big time for many, many people. And that's good to see these major changes in life. All right. You want to do it? You're going to do it. And I think you're going to like it. But don't get bored. Don't get lazy. Don't get, the Emperor's kind of there. I like the Emperor energy in this reading. But I kind of don't like his posture of how he's on the throne being like, ugh. Because there's going to be some significant challenges for you. And you're going to kind of be in like a dreamy place of like, wow, it's actually all finally happening. And this is great. I love it. And then it's like, don't procrastinate on any of the mundane task-based work. Don't get behind, even though it feels like, things will be a little bit quieter, a little bit simpler, a little bit subtler. You're going to a place that you've fallen in love with already. So it's kind of like, don't buzz out on the sugar high kind of thing. It's like there is the potentiality for it to kind of like slow your motivations down. What I could see is maybe if in the transition, if you can draw it out, so it's like not all of a sudden like one day you're Brooklyn, next day you're Kensington. It's like we're going to have to move the stuff out there. We're maybe more day trips out there until that eventual day in the fall when you actually do go. Spend some time out there prior to going. And I mean like day-night cycles, like full weekends if you can, just to get your spirit in that place before you and your body and your luggage arrive. That's always a helpful thing. And as far as the timing to move, yeah, anytime right now. We're taking things are going to get better. Don't worry. We've already won this information war, this spiritual war. Did you hear about this? You heard about this war? You heard about this inflation thing? All of the bad, crazy crap that's happening in the mainstream information loops. It is a good time to put yourself in a place with less population density. Unless, I mean, it is just a good time for that. Get in when you can and get up and running out there when you can. I think you will really enjoy it. You will really love it. As long as you don't get bored. All right, Dusty? Going up more often. Yeah, that's great. And I'm happy for you. It'll be exciting to see this move go. And it's always better than in the winter, right? Moving in the fall is always better than moving in the winter. And sometimes even in the heat of the summer, it's good. Especially with a big move like that, like out of the Big Apple. That's not an easy move. That's not, it's a lot of strength. People pay attention to this lady here, Dusty Blue. All right. Okay. Lots of agreement. We are in agreement. It's good to be of good accord, Dusty. Welcome to Christina L. Thanks, Christina, for dropping in on the program. I was waiting for you to arrive so I could close the list. That's it. That's it. No more after Christina. Anyone arriving after Christina will have to take a voucher for buy one, get one at double the price, which is still free. It's a pretty good deal. Steph Z, oh my goodness. With the exception of Steph Z, of course. Because Steph Z is always last. She's always been last. She doesn't mind being last. If she can stick around. Missed you too, Steph. All right. Kate, are you here? Thanks, Dusty. Hopefully that resonated for you. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Wow, it's late. It's late. It is late. I'm going to have to go get some food here, too, before it gets too late. That's why I'm asking for Kate. Kate, it's the date. You better come for your reading before it's too late. And Mira can get ready if Mira is here. Mira and Lola, get ready. And then the list is updated like this. We just read for Dusty. We're waiting on Kate, Mira, Lola, Deepseeka, Mystic, V, Taurus G, Mizna, Skylar, Jazz, Stephanie, and Christina and Stephanie. Steph Z. Steph Z. That's okay. I've been mentioning to people earlier in the stream. I'm putting it out there to Source, to Spirit, to get me back into a place where I have more free time to engage more regular than I have been. Okay? Because it's a lot of fun. You guys are the best. You really are. That's okay, Steph Z. If you can handle being patient to the end of the list, I'll read for you. Because they're just like 2-card quickies is all we're doing. Nom, nom, nom. They're good cookies. Like mini Oreos or mini donuts. They're good for you. All right. Kate missed the call. How about Mira? There's Mira. Hi, Mira. It's good to have you. Thanks for being here. So good. Lola, get ready. Deepseeka, get ready if you guys are still here. But first, we're going to read from Mira. I'm sure Mira has a question for us. You're always so late, but think about how early you are. It was funny, like when we used to do all the big live streams, Steph Z would always come right at the very end, just as we were turning off the camera. You're the bestest. Mira's Muse, welcome to the program. I don't believe I've read for you before, but please correct me if I'm right. All right. Okay, Lola's getting ready. That's a good sign. We're reading from Mira. Perfect. General, what can I expect for this summer? Great. Greatness. Expect greatness. Receive ordinary. Don't play good golf. Play bad golf in order to feel good. I love summer. But what? Cards, show me what Mira's Muse. Show me the general energies for Mira's Muse for this summer. All right. Having a look. Taking a look. Okay. 2 of Wands. And the Justice card. Finally, after 3 years, people are finally getting the Justice cards back into their readings. That's good. So I see you taking on a new project, a new endeavor, a new situation. Could come in the form of relationship, could come in the form of a side hustle or a side gig that you may lend yourself to more time. You might be splitting your energies up a little bit this summer. Not so like, it's not narrow pointed, but it's like full force focus on one thing. You got that full Iron Man beam coming out of your chakras, applying all your good energy to this part of your life and your world that you're looking to make better. I see this summer you like splitting the stream, like going, instead of one big Iron Man bolt, you move half of it over here, and now you're like 2 Iron Man bolts, and you're working on 2 things at once. This 2 of Wands is pretty descriptive of somebody that's like, they see opportunity and they're willing to invest their energy when it feels right. And it's almost like this opportunity is coming for you this summer. Reason for it, with the major justice being there, it's like, look what the universe is starting to do for you this year. Now that you finally stood up and said, I'm not taking any more crap. I'm going to be fair to myself. I'm going to discern my surroundings, my people, my places, my energies. I'm going to discern them based on how fair they are to me. Not expecting the world, but not laying down underneath the feet of others either, right? You've stood up and you said, it's got to be at least fair. And the world, the universe, life, path, source is responding to you and saying, okay, well, that's great. I'm like, when you see yourself in that light, I'm going to start to show you some things that you can use, that you could take on, that you could achieve, that you could tackle, if you like football analogies. And if you want to do them, they're there for you. And you may find that life gets a little bit more adventurous than being so like one bolted. I guess narrow pointed was maybe not, it's strong wordage, but all that energy just isn't going in one's direction on one small area. You're welding over here and then you're welding over there, and you're creating things, and I see you making things, and I see you reprioritizing a lot of things in your life. You might find yourself deciding that something that you used to get hype for, or that you used to schedule for, is no longer has a place on your priority list. So I get like a sense of a reshuffle happening for you this summer. And more justice is going to come. You're going to get the justice that is like a return to like the true justice, right? Being not being, doing not doing, justice not justice. We're coming into a time now where it's actually, thank goodness, finally going to be justice, and hopefully all the craziness settles down. We're taking this thing back, and it's a good sign that justice is back into your guys' readings. So be fair in all dealings this summer. You're going to have a blast. You're going to have a good one, and there's new opportunity there for you as well, Mira. Okay? Thank you. I hope that resonated for you. Big energies, major arcana for lots of people today. Lola's here. Lola, go ahead and post your question. I want Deep Seeka to be ready and Mystic to be ready as well. Then we've got V, Taurus G, Mizna, Skylar, Jazz, Stephanie, Christina L, and Steph Z. I don't know if Stephanie is still here, but that's okay. Steph Z is, and that's what counts. Tribing since before we were tribe. That's cool. Thank you very much for your energy. I know it's a long time to wait for a little reading, but hey, that sometimes that's what it does. And once we start jiving more, you won't have to wait so long, because people get sick of me and they just leave and do other stuff. No, Skylar, you didn't miss your turn. I just updated the list. We're just waiting for Lola to post, which she just did, so that's good. I'm going to do Lola's question. Then we have Deep Seeka, Mystic, V, Taurus G, Mizna. Then you, Skylar, Jazz, Stephanie, Christina, and Steph Z. Lola says, how does Andre truly feel about me? And will he make any commitment to me soon? Any new work opportunity coming with more money? Okay. All right, let's have a question. We're looking for Andre. We're looking for Andre's feelings. How does Andre feel about Lola? How does Andre feel about Lola? Current feelings. We've got solid commitment. We've got the Seven of Swords jumping out of the deck at us. We'll just take that with a grain of salt. We've got the World. And we've got the Six of Wands. Okay. I'll be honest with you, Lola. I'm having a little trouble with Andre's energy. It's kind of like this person likes to get away with stuff. They like to, I don't know, feel clever almost. They've got this feeling like it's real. If it's not this, it's the other thing. If they're not stirring the pot, if they're not trying to get a freebie, if they're not trying to do this, that, and the other thing, then they're just not happy. It's kind of like there's a lot in his energy to suggest that he's tuned into third dimension very tightly. I almost feel like this person, Andre person, doesn't make a lot of time in their life for love. I mean, when Andre was younger, he definitely played that game, but I'm not sure if he played himself out of the game or if he doesn't play the game fairly. something of this nature. And that's why I'm saying I'm having trouble with his energy. I'm not having trouble locating it. I would just have trouble with a person like this IRL in real life. But no judgment. No judgment here. I'm just signifying it would be trouble for me. But no judgment. With the world card being there, I feel like whatever history you guys have has already been bundled up, packaged, and bow tied and available on Amazon for $9.99. It's like you've run the gambit with this person. I don't see the commitment coming soon. It puts him in a place of less power. And that's just not this person's way. They like to be the person in the position of authority. They're the person that likes to have the final say. That, the mini tyrant syndrome, the Lori Lightfoot thing, or the, they like to be in control. They like the one, And so I don't get a sense that this is happening because he has more sway over you if he doesn't commit. And it's almost like he wants to keep it that way. And that's shitty. That sucks. That's a horrible message to have to give or to receive. But it's just the way I see it. The world is showing there that you should be done with this. Okay? Oh, man. And that's... So, Lola, you had to wait. I wish I had better news for you after you waited so long. It's just those cards were not favorable to his true feelings, like true and good-natured feelings for you coming forward at present time, right? So, I mean, you can let me know if it resonated, and I'm sorry if that wasn't what you wanted to hear, but it's the story that the cards told. All right? Yeah, he's got a bit of Lori Lightfoot energy, this guy. And I'm sorry, no judgment. No, I shouldn't be that way, but at the same time it's like okay. And I'm sorry, like it's a hard energy to deal with. And you can't help love but who you love. You know? It's just sometimes it's actually a blessing that the love doesn't reciprocate, you know? And you can love this person. You don't need this commitment out of them. And if you do, maybe you will find an ideal that is much better, takes all the good parts of him and then is like into the new one, into a new person, right? It feels like a power struggle with him. That's right. It's like, don't rip away the toy. I've got the toy train, yeah, and I'm going to force you to watch me play with it, right? That's no way. That's just kind of his energy, where it's at right now. So, and maybe that's only sometimes, and maybe I'm just feeling like the worst of it. But on that note, I play the card like, you know what, pal? It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to be happy. Waiting for better, 100%. Yeah, just be happy. Just be happy while waiting, right? These outside sources of dopamine that come through kisses and sex with other people, sometimes we got to put those further down on the priority list, and get our endorphins and our adrenalines and our all those stimulant brain chemicals from other places, right? Okay, Lola, sending lots of love. Looking for someone named Deep Sika, also Mystic, and then V. Poor V has been waiting a long time. I don't know if V is here. Then after V, we have Taurus G, Mizna, Skylar, Jazz, Stephanie, Christina, and Steph Z, which will be good. Oh, yeah, waiting for better. But go out and get better. You don't even have to wait for it. Go out and get better. It was crazy. My medium friend that I went to see, she was telling me about how like there's spells that exist in language, like in regular language. It's just really fascinating stuff. And just how like the words that we use and the phrases and the way in which we tell ourselves things really has a big impact on our manifestation and stuff. Hi, Mizna. Okay, last call for Deep Seeka, for Mystic. If there's a V in the house or a Taurus G in the house, please light it up, as Mizna's got her hand up, and Mizna means business. Busyness. Hi, Mizna. Good to see you. Sending lots of love. And Dusty Blue says, upon reflection, an upstate move immerses in community volunteering. Like when I came to Brooklyn, my friend and I met with others and formed the Green Thumb Garden. That foundation was a springboard with opportunity. Just keep growing. Just keep growing. Right, Green Thumb? Just keep growing. You know, it's really good. You're going to make it even bigger and better and more awesomer, right? My dog gives me antioxidants, oxytocins, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, melatonin. All right, it's good stuff. All right, so no Deep Seeka, no Mystic, no V, no Taurus G, Mizna. Oh, V is here. Okay, V, you're up. You're up, top bat. Thanks for being here. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for being patient. So nice to have you on the show, everybody. Just a little thing that we do from time to time. Hopefully we can do it more often. V's got an umbrella. We've had thunderstorms here, too. Antioxidants. Oxycodone. Oxycodone and OxyClean with, who is the guy that used to do the OxyClean commercials? Not the fly. That's a lot of damage. No, why can't I think of his name? He died. I think they had him killed. They had him silenced. V says, what's the energy? General reading. Okay, what is the energy for V? What's the energies around V? Wanted to know. Greatest good for V. What is the energy around V? Balanced. You're good at balancing energy, V, I think. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Sometimes you don't feel very balanced. Okay, yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah, just energy, right? Like, pull a couple cards and see what's there. There it is. The balanced energy. And the Prince of Cups. Interesting. The love you make must be equal to or greater than the love that you take. It's a true story. The Six of Pentacles is what's validating my feeling that you have very well balanced energy. The Prince of Cups is kind of like, there's a dreamy side to you. There's a side to you that kind of is hoping and wishing and waiting for the proverbial supply drop from source to come and bring you, all of the most ideal things, the most fragrant perfumes, the most beautiful of people to surround yourself in your life, not just on the outside, but on the inside too. And there's this dreaminess, and you're like, I wish I could just tie my dreaminess energy to my daily grind energy. And if my daily grind energy could be my dreaminess energy and vice versa, it would be like, it wouldn't feel like a grind at all anymore. It would feel like just something so much more natural, so much more get that excitement going when you get out of bed in the morning kind of thing. And that's a tough battle because the dreamy side is kind of pulling you back into like deeper sleep and it could be this, it could be that. What would you do if you won Powerball? Well, this is the dreamy. What is your most romantic man look like? Does he have 28 abs? Can you see them all? Has he got big biceps and an open heart? Does he love his mama? The dream could be that much dreamier, right? And then, the manic Monday, the alarm clock goes off, and you're like, fudge Nelly. Fudge knuckers. I got to go out and do this and do that, take care of this person, and hopefully I have time enough to treat myself a little bit so I don't feel so shitty about the whole thing. And then it's like, whew, that day is done. Show me the dream cycle again. Show me that dream cycle again, and that'll be great, and we can just get dreamy with it. It's time to start putting the dream into life, which is like anything that appears in your path, treat it as like sacred or almost like oracle. You know, aside from a piece of drywall, but like, you know, it comes back to gratuity, or like how the gratitude you feel for where you're at right now in life, and that's a beautiful way to do that. And it's about seeing something that's ugly and finding out the most beautiful thing about that thing and focusing directly on that. And then, you know, that in turn starts to build a little bit momentum. And then you start to see the energies in your conscious 3D walk seem a little bit more dreamlike. And then the energy becomes a little bit brighter and a little bit more reflective. And then when that starts happening, then you really start to sense progress. And you say, hey, damn it, yes, V, what am I doing right? I want to do that again and again and again and again. Meanwhile, you'll go to sleep and the dream will be like, it's going to get phenomenal. It's going to get even better, right? But make sure you're actively participating in your spiritual journey. I guess if there's anything that you needed to hear out of that, it would probably be those words. Stay active, an active participant in your spiritual journey. Okay? All right, thanks so much. Hey, to all the new people chiming in the room, the list is unfortunately closed for the day. But thanks for tuning on. Thanks for showing up. I'll try to be back soon. And the list rounds out a little bit like this. We've got Taurus G, who is here, Mizna, Skylar, Jazz, Stephanie, Christina L, and Steph Z. And that's how we're rolling. So if you didn't get your question in today, please come back another day, and we'll do it some more. That was awesome. You are awesome, V. Thanks for being so patient. You were the first one here, and then the stream crashed, and then you came back, and then you were sending love hearts, and oh man, it was great. You have a fantastic night too, okay? The love you make must be equal to or greater than the love you take. All right. Taurus G, go ahead and post. Taurus G, and then Mizna. Mizna, I see your question. Thank you for being so patient. We just got one ahead of you. The Taurus goddess, the Taurus goddess is going to speak, and we're going to read for her, and then we'll talk to Mizna, and then Skylar. Yeah, that's right. OMG. OMG, dude. That actually, dude is my preferred pronoun. Just so you all know. All right. Taurus goddess, we're just waiting on your post. Mizna says, it's a love situation. I'm a Taurus, he's a Cappy. I'm just reading it, but I'm going to do Taurus's question first. It's funny. To be in like harmony and an accord in a loving relationship, there needs to be kind of a consistent validation, right? Or does there, right? Sometimes one person needs that and the other person doesn't. So the person that doesn't need the validation forgets to validate that they're feeling for the other person just because they don't need it. So then it's kind of an unconscious thing. They just don't do it. But if your feelings of love are not feeling validated, it can have like a weighted, heavy energy to it. It really can. All right. That's it, Mizna. Your question's on the board. I'm going to read for you here. This is just kind of... we'll pull some cards on this. He's a Capricorn. He's heavily on my mind. What is the Capricorn's current feelings towards Mizna? Uncertainty. And the King of Cups. Ooh, jeez. He's a Capricorn, but he's carrying a lot of like emotional He carries a lot of emotional intelligence for a Capricorn, which is great, as long as it's being put to good use. But if you require validation of his feelings, tarot is not the best place to see them or to have them. The future for the two of you is uncertain. It's filled with uncertainty because someone's mind has been made up, but it's like they haven't let the other person in on the adventure or in on the joke. Like, it must be heavy on your mind because if this person was telling you everything or validated what you were feeling, what he was feeling, what you were meant to be feeling together, then essentially you've kind of been locked out, closed out. So you need to ask for entry. You need to ask for the key. But nobody wants to do that because they feel silly or they feel foolish or maybe they feel like they'll be judged. That sort of thing. And that's why it's so hard and that's why it's so heavy on the mind. All right. The future shows calm and stable waters in your relationship with your Capricorn. Okay. You guys are well matched, but you've been presented with a time or an instance or a scenario of uncertainty, with the hangman being there. And it's hard to express to someone to say hold out, have faith, believe in me when you know that they themselves aren't really sure about what they're going through or what the future or what the situation is. So it's tough to have that trust. And then the trust will default to loyalty. Well, are they being loyal? Can the future be fulfilling if I don't take any action or ask more out of this person in regards to knowing how they're feeling? Because if it's a guessing game, it's unhealthy. It is. And if it's to that point where it's yeah, I like to keep them around just because, they're a good lover and we get along great and everything's good. But, if my divine selection came along, or if I had a chance to move to Zimbabwe and make $20 million, but, it's really about being honest with self. And maybe that's the situation here with the King of Cups. Maybe this Capricorn that you're involved with isn't being honest with himself. Maybe he's gotten into a bad habit or a bad routine of telling himself fables and stories and lies. Or he's just trying to kind of live in the idyllic, but the reality doesn't support that. Because it almost is like there is a question of support. The hangman's got none, and the King of Cups is hanging by a thread. So I think that if you guys can center conversation around security, root chakra type business, help me feel reassured here. Reassurance is a big part of it. I'm not going to be willing to feel vulnerable with you if you're not going to provide me with any reassurance. So there's a communication that's got to happen. You guys got to talk about this stuff. He's a man of deep feeling, but he feels uncertain about you. And that's what I see. In the future, I see you guys getting rid of the cloudy skies and the gray and the stormy attitudes and atmospheres and things settling down for you eventually. But I think that he's really got to start being honest with himself. And he's got to be in a position where he feels healthy enough and smart enough to validate his feelings for you in a place that doesn't leave you overthinking it, that doesn't leave you in a place where you have to question it. Does that make sense, Mizna? Okay, good to know. Hopefully that resonated with you. Taurus Goddess, I will be right back. No, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I have to scroll back to get your post. What good news is coming my way? That's a great question. I love questions like that. What good news is coming for the Taurus Goddess? Hi, Darla. I'm sorry, you guys. Our list has been closed off. We're all done with readings for today. It's just the people that got in under the wire on the list that are left. So, Darla, darling, my heart goes out to you. I'm going to have to catch you on the next broadcast, on the next live stream, on the next record, so to speak. Sending you love, light, peace, and blessings, Darla. Okay. You're welcome. It's tough energies. It's tough energies. Everyone's going through some pretty serious stuff right now. And a lot of people waking up, a lot of people staying in bed. It's tough. It's tough to have breakfast together when one person's bouncing off the walls, already had 2 pots of coffee, and the other person's still laying in bed sawing logs. All right. For Taurus Goddess, please inform us of the good news headed the way of the Taurus Goddess. The good news is you got a plethora of things to choose from. Nice. I like this reading for July and August. The summer looks really good. You're going to win something. There's going to be like a victory. Both the Strength card and the Seven of Cups show it. There's a victory at hand here. And it's kind of like one of those pick your prize type things. Like, you get it. How do you want it? You want it. How would you like to have it served up? Interesting. That's just what I'm feeling, what I'm sensing. So the good news is a win. I'm not sure if you're a lottery person or you like to play contests or maybe you like to play, or just you're in a situation where good things find you. Could be one of those types of victories. There could be a moral victory as well too. You've been striving and you've been holding on to the faith of an idea that eventually is going to vindicate you as well. Okay, Taurus Goddess, there's going to be vindication coming through from something that you might have said to something or something that you believe. It's like when you wear your heart on the sleeve or like a flag that you fly, your banner, it eventually will become validated and it's going to feel like a victory for you. So that's good news coming for you. The Strength card here is also coming through saying you're going to have an amazing August. The Leo season is going to be very favorable to you. You might come up against a few challenges, but I almost get the feeling that you're the type of person that loves a challenge. Like how the maiden hugs the lion. She doesn't necessarily trust the lion. She doesn't enjoy taking care of the lion, but she loves the challenge of, not being able to talk to him all the time, kind of thing. So victory, it's good, and a victory lap in August. So some big win, and then you get to kind of flaunt it a little bit, or you get to maybe enjoy a lot of free time possibly in August, which is really nice. Okay. Good night, Dusty. Thanks for being here. All right, so Taurus Goddess, hopefully you might know what this is about. Maybe you're a poker player. Maybe you're I don't know, something really nice is going to happen. It's going to you're going to feel like that finally it paid off. It paid off. Finally paid off. So that's good energy and that's good news. One of those finally it paid off kind of moments. All right. All right, so we read from Mizna. Skylar has been patiently waiting. Skylar, go ahead and post your question. And then we got Jazz, Stephanie, Christina, and Steph Z. It's going to be freaking amazing, y'all. Freaking amazing. All right. Take care. And yes, stay shining bright. Much love. Sending much love out to Kensington, out to upstate New York. And you guys need some love. You guys need some love. Skylar, go ahead and post. All right, here we go. Sid, how does Sid truly feel about me? Is she juggling me with a third party? Will she drop the third party and make a solid commitment to just me? Okay, let's see. Let's have a look. Doing, not doing. The less you have control over something, the more likely you are to be able to control it. The tighter you try and grip something, the more you lose control of it. Okay? It's got that kind of energy to it, Skylar, I feel. But we're asking how Sid truly feels about Skylar. And briefly, is there a third party? Okay. How does Sid truly feel about Skylar? Four of Swords. Queen of Swords. Okay. Well, what's the other saying? A tiger cannot change their stripes. Okay? A tiger will not change their stripes. If you really want Sid to have a committed life at your side, Sid's going to be the boss. Okay? That might not be a problem for you. That might be okay for you. You tend to overthink this situation quite a bit. I don't really get a sense of a third party, but I can see why you're asking the question. It's because she can be very cold. She can be very, I'm just going to turn the flow off. I'm just going to shut you out for a little while. I'm going to not return your calls. I just don't feel like talking to you today. She's a boss. She's a queen, showing up as a queen of swords. I don't necessarily get it that it's a third party, but she's not the type of person where it's like if you went to her and was like, I can't share you with anybody else. She would be the type of person at this point in her life to say, well, that's your problem. That's an issue, not an issue me. Okay? And I'm sorry to say it as harsh as this, but we're talking about love and there's all these swords coming in. The Queen of Swords up here with the Four of Swords. If you really want, start going within. Start visualizing. Let the mind's eye show you and Sid in a place of happiness. Remember the romance, all this kind of stuff that goes on. And don't worry what the final outcome will be. Just know that whatever is meant to happen for your best, your highest self, is what is most likely to unfold. You have angels looking out for you in this situation, and I wish I had better news and said she's gonna come running and screaming to be yours and yours alone, but it's far from that story, and it's far from there. It's almost like she's a bit of a not a dominatrix, but she's got this dominant personality where it's like, there's me, and then there's everything else around me, and if somebody wants to be a part of my life, they're accepting me part and parcel for who I am. You're not going to be able to capture that butterfly and hold it in your hands and have it thrive, right? You just have to let it to be able to fly. And a lot of times when you do that, the butterfly asks you to fly along with it. Come with me, the butterfly will say. Let's go together. Let's do it together. And if you can enjoy those experiences with her without putting labels on it of togetherness or commitments or anything, just enjoy the moments that you're given when the two of you are together. The best energy, the best version of you is going to come out, and the best energy. And that will become even more attractive to her. But to answer the second part of your question, I don't really get a sense of a third party. But she's the type that if she wanted it, she would just take that. She would just do that. Okay? So, Skylar, much love. Sending you love and blessings. Okay? Some of you guys are so patient to wait for so long for such, just not the best news, right? In those situations. But you can make the best of it. I think you know a way to this girl's heart. So just keep with that. Do the right thing with no expectation of reciprocation. And the universe is going to show you love in ways that manifest in ways that are even more beautiful than she is. I know it sounds tough, but it's real. Okay? All right. Skylar, it's been a slice. It's been a pleasure. Jazz, are you still there? We've got Jazz, then Stephanie, then Christina L, then Steph Z. I appreciate you. And to all the new people that have joined, I'm sorry, we're almost at the very end of our broadcast for today. We had a lot of people sign up for their free tarot reading. If you didn't make it in under the wire and the list unfortunately is closed, please hang around. Come find us when we're vibing out and when we got our feelers out next time. Okay? All right. So that's for Space Chronicles and Prakash. Bed Prakash. You guys will just have to, till next time when we come online. All right. Second call for Jazz. Jazz, are you here? All right. It's been a pleasure. It's been a fun evening of doing this with you guys. It's been great. Third and final boarding call for Jazz. All right. I guess we'll move on. Stephanie, is there? I don't think Stephanie's still here. She might be. Stephanie, are you here, Stephanie? And Christina can get ready for a question. If you have a question today, Christina. Space Mountain. Hi, Space. Space is great. Space Chronicles. I like that name. Okay, I think Stephanie's gone. So, Christina, if you want, you can go ahead and post. And then we'll check in with Steph Z in the final moments of 7/7/2022. The hidden energy field. Don't forget about those hidden energy pockets. They're out there. They're around there. I'll get you there. Are you still working as a tree climber? I knew I wasn't a tree climber. Was I clean? I'm a monkey. Thanks. I like it because I don't I'm trying to get my narcissism under control where I'm not just blah in your face camera and I don't talk about myself a lot. Even when I'm talking about myself, I'm trying not to talk about myself. But thank you for the question. I am a monkey. All right. Relationship reading, insight on intentions. Okay. We can answer that. We can try and answer that. Tarot, show us for Christina L. Insight on relationship insight and insight on relationship intentions. Show us what you can show us for a relationship reading for Christina L. All right. All right. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles and the Magician. Oh, man. Oh, blood from a stone. Blood from a stone. All right. That's weird. There's something here about putting your hand in the hand of the man who stilled the waters. Putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. There's like an old song about Jesus that came up when I went into the silence there. So with the Seven of Pentacles and the Alchemist here, I'm just wondering about reaching a conclusion. Not a conclusion like an end, but like a validated end to the experiment. Like, now, like when the relationship has been put through a series of growth cycles, or the relationship has been maybe held its hand up to the fire, how it responds and how it reacts. I'm not talking about the other person. I'm actually talking about the relationship itself. Because it feels like certain things that appear to be strong are actually weak. And the other things that are weak you may discover are quite strong. And that's why that stupid magician, he just puts that illusion curve on everything. It's like, we might as well be reading this upside down. Being like, oh. So I see the participants in the relationship being in it, staying in it for staying the course, right? But there's definitely like that scientific process feeling like once you've drawn the conclusion, that conclusion is meant to lead to more questions so that more experiments can be designed. And it feels as almost like this relationship has that sort of growth style. It's like, it's only when you ask something of it do you see it begin to flourish. The moment it's accepted and everybody's happy, happy, joy, joy, it seems to grow quiet, to grow still, to to be in its own comfort bubble of that relationship, right? And maybe that's what you guys are kind of avoiding. Maybe there's something here to trying, like, some side is trying to break through to another, being like, come on, just try this, it'll be great. And the other one's like, no, absolutely not. I don't want to try that. I don't want to do that. It's part and parcel. And for sometimes what seems little to one participant in the relationship is of great importance and a great deal to the other person in the relationship. Not like a stumbling block, but I feel like this is what's going on here. It's great when you guys are on the same page, but when you guys have to figure out a way to get on the same page, it's like, wow, if we didn't just kind of observe it and call it out and label it a challenge, then it's a challenge. If we actually were able to take the energy from that challenge and turn it into passion, but somebody's feeling consumed as well. They're feeling like too much of an obligation, too much time is passing. The Seven of Pentacles is really kind of nasty in that regard here, because it's like, why do we always feel like we're just like one thread away of the entire sweater falling apart? Why does it feel, why is someone walking on eggshells in a situation where it's not really the eggshell? Why is one person unable to get a handle on how much their words or their tone affect the other person, even if they've been told multiple times? It's like going in and really, like, I don't see anything like dismantling of this relationship. I just see that this relationship is kind of destined for challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge after chugga 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 chugga. And then if it's meant to be for the long term, then once it gets momentum, then these problems will not feel like problems anymore. It's like, we've been there, done that. Do you remember July 2018? When this fucking exact same thing came up? Do you remember what happened? Do you? Do you remember what happened? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we know this, man. You know that, and you know that. So let's not sweat this. Let's not freak out about this stuff. Let's just get it happening for what it is. What is weak is actually strong, and what is strong may actually be weak. So it's worth pretty good research and examination. Okay, Christina? And that's kind of the general energy that I have about that one. Relationships for Christina. Wow, it has been it's turning into a long decade. All right. Time is but a human construct. You, sir, are correct. All right. Jazz, you were called. Naughty, naughty, naughty. I'll give you one last chance because you're Jazz. And then Steph Z could have sworn that we were climbing trees yesterday. We were. Both literally and proverbially. Thanks. Hopefully that resonated for you, Christina. That was a tricky one. I didn't really like either of those cards that being there. And I don't know. But maybe I'm just harping on the teeny tiny little stuff too. Maybe what I'm seeing as weak is actually strong, and what I'm seeing as strong is actually weak. So could be the magician there is just some LSD, just a little shit disturber. Okay. No, that's okay, Jazz. I love you. Lots of love for everybody. Oh God, yeah. And we're all raging narcissists. Well, some of them are not raging, but we're all narcissists. We learned that much. The pandemic has taught us that much. Those of us that accept it, we can work on it. Those of us that are in denial have a long way to go. Yes. All right, Jazz, you could be better hurry because I'm getting hungry and it's getting late out here in my time zone. I got to make it before the Quickie Mart closes so I can get some processed food that's packed with estrogen and grow a set of big boobies. I can do it. I can do it. Hi, Shanty. Oh, and get pregnant too. Don't forget, I got to get pregnant here. Did you hear about this thing? Did you see this? Did you hear about this thing? This government? You know about that? Is laughing out loud. Okay. Um, What can you tell me about Jay's feelings towards me? What would he wish to tell me if he could? All right. Let's have a look at that, Jazz. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being so patient. And everybody that got in late, I'm going to have to ask you to be even more patient until we go live again, which might be soon. I'm working towards it. Milk 'em in the tree. All right. My preferred pronoun is dude. I know nobody even asked, but okay. Either way. What can we see? Show us Jay's feelings towards Jazz. What is Jay? What would Jay want to say if he could? Aw. So there's two messages, two distinct and very separate messages here. Okay. I'm not sure if Jay was a Capricorn, but we've got number 15 major arcana. So the message from this one is that doors that are closed need to remain closed. Don't open up certain areas of life, certain areas in spirit if you don't have to. It's like, don't spread yourself too thin. And be very careful, Jazz, of the vices in life, the things that detract from your wholesomeness or you being a whole person. Like the things out there, whether it's like the information that you consume or the food that you consume or even just the people that you associate with. Not everything that is there is for our greatest good. We try and take everything that's there and turn it around and make it for our greatest good. But some things are best left untouched. Some things are best left, like the old adage is like, let a sleeping dog lie, so that, in case you just can't help yourself but pet it and it turns out to be not a very good dog. It's almost like Jay wants to send you like a bit of a warning. Like, be careful around certain people and certain activities. And if you're uncertain about it, make sure you take time to reflect before jumping in with, head over heels. So he is a Capricorn. So this is him that we've got here too. And he sends, it's not like super foreboding or bad. He has your best interest in mind. So I think that's what he's feeling, is like more of a protective thing, like putting a blanket over your shoulders, like wanting to keep you, safe and warm, right? And I also have this feeling of like somebody being whisked away, either like you were whisked away or he had to go suddenly or something like that. Or it's kind of like there was a misunderstanding that led to like a lack of communication, or somebody just could not make the other person priority in their life. Like, did you guys have a bad timing thing? Because he's also kind of get this feeling of saying like, sorry about the bad timing, just have faith and go with it. All right. That's the feeling I get for those messages coming from Jay. But he has your best interest in mind. So that's really good. I like that. Okay. All right. We've got one reading left to the day. Hi, Shanti. Sorry, you'll have to wait till the next program. Sorry, Shanti. Good to have you here, though. Hopefully that resonated. And Danielle. Sorry, Danielle, the list is just close. We're on our very last person. But if you see us around here with the red arrow, the tarot reading red arrow, that's usually us getting our groove on and doing our thing here in our little corner of the matrix. And you are all welcome anytime. As long as you have like a little bit of time to wait or be patient for a free tarot reading, you can have one. Because, that's just kind of the nuts and bolts of the way we've been, the well-wishing through the tarot and the awakening of hearts, minds, bodies, and spirits through just getting together and sometimes talking about the tough stuff. Sorry, Shanti. Sad face, sad face. Steph Z, your kiss is on my list. Hall & Oates, 1984. I think I'm going to listen to that one after this tarot session. And Steve, I didn't get to you. Steve, you were in the first one. Do you mind waiting a few days for your reading, or did you have a pressing question tonight. Translation: You don't act like $1,000,000 when you're 2 cents. That's right. Well, 2 cents is kind of like inflation. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? All right. Thanks, Danielle. Thanks for being so understanding. All right. Well, he's got your best interest at heart. Anything's possible, but not right now. Not with that prince. Like somebody was whisked away. Like feels like somebody had the rug ripped out from underneath them, kind of. So, but he has no ill will towards you, so that's good. It's amicable energy. It's good energy. All right. Did Steph Z have to go? If Steph Z had to go, that's okay. Oh, there we go. So I lost a job in truck driving, and I have a new job in a different field of work. The pay turns out not to be so great, so I've been looking for a job in trucking again. Will I find something soon? Let's have a look. I think it's going to be there. We're experiencing a hijacking of the government and the economy. It's a tough time for everybody, especially in one of the areas that is being purposely manipulated and shut down. So let's just have a look. Will Steph Z find a better job in truck driving? What do we got here? The Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands. These cards suggest to me, Steph, is to like keep searching, but do the job that you're still doing. See, the guy in the Five of Swords is kind of like holding those swords like, yeah, I can do this job. It's not necessarily what I want to be doing here, going through and looting dead bodies on the beach. Like, nobody wants to have to do that, but I'll do it if I have to. But all the while, he's got his gaze set upon the horizon, upon a new day, and being like, you know what? I'm going to stay committed to the search. It might not happen for you right away. We still might be looking at like 5 to 10 months away, or 5 months away being the 12th month, right? Or the 10th month. How many months are there? 12? You may find trucking come available for you sometime closer to winter solstice, even. Like in between November and Christmas. You may find yourself having to do what you're currently doing. But nothing is set in stone, and anything can happen. It's just I want to make sure that you're in a job that you love, and I think that that's what you're making sure of as well. So you're adaptable. You're good. Keep your feelers out there, but stay resigned to the job that you've signed up for the time being, and you won't lack anything. You'll have enough firewood for winter. You're not going to have to worry financially. You just keep your gaze on the horizon. Like, be committed. Put all your energy and all your love into your job, or as much as humanly possible. But there's nothing wrong with coming home and checking Craigslist and LinkedIn every night, because you never know what could happen, right? And it's like what you're willing to do as well. Both of these people in these cards, the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands, this is all about what are you willing to do. So it's kind of, it's going to be up to you. Like, are you able to kind of move your boundaries on compensation and remuneration in order to have a little bit more peace of mind, or a little bit more autonomy in your work? Or are the extra ducats worth putting up with Janice from accounting, or, whoever that might be that's, or that even that specific type of work that you're like, yeah, I'll do it, but I don't enjoy it. So stay active, create this new trucking job in your mind's eye, create it, as always. I tell anybody that's, wanting to do that kind of thing, keep it, and then keep notifications on and open. LinkedIn, Craigslist, every area where you see that there's a possibility that you could, have another breakout in a good truck driving job, then do it. And if the job you're doing is not all that intriguing to you and the remuneration is not that great, don't be afraid to walk away from it, right? Like I said, you're adaptable. So I see it happening, but not for a while yet. I don't know. There might be other forces at work in your life, Steph Z, that are kind of asking you to be a little bit more centered and stable, rather than Willie Nelson, playing on the road again. Like, it's almost as though the spirit is saying, well, you know what? We're going to shrink down Steph Z's world here for a little while so that she can get ready, so that she can get prepared, and so that she's not in harm's way in any way, shape, or form. And then when business and the economy and everything starts thriving again, and we eventually kick these lizards to the curb that have hijacked our government and our world, once we get rid of those assholes and we get everything back flowing the way it was, then you'll be set, you'll be ready, and you'll know exactly what you've been waiting for. But don't fall out of practice. Maybe even start your own business. Owner-operator. Heavy equipment operator, but you could be owner-operator. Even if you only had a little half-ton truck or a quarter-ton truck, you could still run deliveries. You could still have a side hustle. You could still, there's so many different things. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff. Did I miss my turn? You did, Shimmy, Cocoa Puff. But you know what? Just for that, and to end on a good note, we're going to pull an oracle card for Shimmy, Shimmy, Cocoa Puff. Okay? Yeah. It's good money, good cash. The pentacles didn't show up. Your happiness is what's more important. 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Okay, Shimmy, Shimmy, Cocoa Puff. This isn't going to be like a traditional ask a question reading, but I want you to come back for that on a different live stream. But I'm going to give you an oracle card and an oracle card for the tribe. Okay? No, it's okay. It's okay. It's part of my fault, too. It's part of my fault for not updating the list enough. But here it is. Whatever's on your mind, Cocoa Puff. And for all of you that have come here today and have enjoyed portions of the program, even when the portions where the stream crashed, we're going to go out on a note of reflection by the looks of it. And this is what we've got to say. This is what we got to say. Stepping away from others is essential to seeing the truth in all situations. The wolf asks you to be cautious of the people around you and to honor your own personal space, thoughts, and feelings. Sometimes you need to separate yourself from the pack in order to gain perspective and move on in a direction that benefits you. Brief solitude will bring honest answers. Being emotionally vulnerable and truly honest with yourself, answering those difficult questions, and asking where you truly want to be in life charges you with powerful realizations and understandings. The wolf signifies the influence of addiction, manipulation, and also of use and abuse scenarios. It is important for you to comprehend the root of these patterns and behavior to bring well-being back into your mind, body, and spirit. Recognize that these issues may require professional advice. Seek help. You can rise above the negative impact of your shadow self. Understanding your needs can be difficult if you spend too much time listening to other people. Isn't that the truth? Listening to your instincts builds a relationship of trust with your intuition, senses, and higher self. Right now, the wolf asks you to take time away from others so you can separate your thoughts and feelings from the influence of other people. Be careful in communicating with others or oversharing sensitive information that is important to you and your family. Steer clear of gossip and holding secrets for others. Reassess and evaluate your current situation. What is your source of motivation? Okay? Okay? That's the wolf, reflection wolf. That's what he's doing over there. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa. So that's for you, Shimmy. Please do join us again next time. Welcome back, Rebecca. Rebecca got the first reading of the day. That was some time ago. She was driving around the city all crazy, getting her stuff done. Welcome back, Rebecca. It was nice to see Rebecca here. It was nice to see Christina here today. Steph Z and Steve. Thanks for coming to the program. We met a lot of new friends today. Big shout out to Miss Diva and to Miss L for the super chats earlier. That was great. To all the people that missed your readings, we love y'all. Makes my day so much easier. And for those of you that did receive your readings as well, sending you the best in peace, bliss, abundance, prosperity, and all those good things. May all of your steps lead to everything. Language can't even. What I want to say, I can't even say. You don't even know. I don't even know how to say it. It's been some awesome sauce. Yeah, for sure. And I will do my best. No promises, never promises. But I'll do my best to open up this channel up here one more time in July before I need to really give myself a kick in the ass for some in real life type situations. So hopefully we can gather um, more often, more consistently often would be awesome sauce. Yes. Happy doing, not doing. Happy non-duality to you all. Very nice. All right, so without further ado, I got this little thing. I got this little empty spot in my tummy, and I think I better go fill it. I could wait till morning, but I think I better go fill it because my brain's just not that strong tonight. But thanks again for being here, everyone. It's been a pleasure. It's been a slice, and we'll see you.